Who else is excited for Detective Instinct? Farewell, my beloved. Yes, so we are back. Fourth part, I presume? And 2 views per video. I don't care. Listen, I may post saying like, I'm gonna improve my thing to be more realistic or more aligned. I made a post being like, I'm gonna make my avatar, add animations, and make it more accurate to the hotel desk style. You know, I didn't do that, but I have good reasons. I was drawing, I was doing other things. Baseline. That's why I didn't have time. But also, I was making things a birthday present for my cousin. I had finals because we just finished all their classes for the first year of college. Like, let's go. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see if next part it's gonna be really cool by then. But right now, you know, it's fine. Like the static portrait, you know, it's me. You know, it's Ayuwoki. Okay, so let's just stop lollygagging and just get into the game. Do you remember what happened last? Hell no! Remember when I said that I wanted to make the parts like shorter in between times? Guess what didn't happen? I don't remember when I posted it or even when I recorded it, but it's May 6th. So
Speak to the bartender. Well, you're back. Have you determined what Monty's former occupation was?
yeah, I think so.
Well then, let's hear it.
He was a magician, bruh.
Ha! That is correct. At one time, that man was a very popular and successful magician in Vendreka. At least as far as magicians go.
So, what happened to him?
Okay, yes, you win. I will tell you. Monty was still performing as recently as a year ago. His act was quite a popular tourist attraction. Part of his gimmick was that he'd never speak, to give himself an air of mystery. His act was mostly standard tricks, impossible escapes and such. Oops, sorry. But one night, something terrible happened. While some magic tricks look dangerous, the audience typically assumes there are plenty of safety precautions in place to prevent injury. But, while that's largely true, many tricks are actually quite dangerous and require pinpoint timing and skill from the performers. One night, Monty's show was running late. In his haste to get on stage, he neglected to perform a routine safety procedure. As a result, the poor fool became trapped in a box that was to be crushed by a large weight. He very easily could have died. When he realized he could not escape, he actually shouted for help from inside the box. The assistants pulled the box to safety moments before the weight began crashing down. I suspect help wasn't the first word Monty had uttered in years. It took them an agonizingly long time to pry open the box, with Monty begging for his life the entire time. And the audience watching in horror as it became clear that this is not part of the act. The rest of that night's performance were canceled, and shortly after, the story became something of a tabloid curiosity. For his trouble, Monty became a laughingstock.
Take off my glasses really quick.
And to make matters worse, no venues would book his act any longer, believing it to be too unsafe. Monty hadn't performed ever since, and the public has largely forgotten about him. But I remember, I recognized him the moment I saw him.
Okay, wait. I usually prepare the voices just like a little bit before I do it. I gotta get in the character.
Oh my, that's so horrible.
That is not her voice, bruh.
Oh my, that is so horrible.
We saw some of the props from his act in the storage car. What do you think he's trying to do?
If I had to guess, I'd say he wants to start fresh in a country that is unfamiliar with his history. His career may be over in Vendreka, but the baggage from his incident shouldn't follow him all the way to London. I just don't know how he can afford such a move. The man hasn't worked in a year, and frankly, his wife may live like they're rich, but I don't think Monty was bringing home millions from his act. Their supposedly glamorous lifestyle has always been a facade. But, well, I suppose that's none of my business. This is all I'm able to tell you. If there's anything else to discover, you'll have to discover it yourself.
I actually like him now. He's friendly.
What a sad story. I feel so bad for him.
Why does it sound higher? Why does her voice sound higher than usual?
I feel so bad for him.
Can I not do the voice anymore? Let me take a sip of my chamomile tea. It's hot. I'm not gonna spill it though. I'm not spilling it.
What a sad story. I feel so bad for. What a sad story. I feel so bad for.
Bro, no, what happened? I need to do like a voice check. Did I lose the voice? I mean, obviously I know how to do, I feel like everyone else's, but
For her, I mean, she sounds like this. Actually, yeah, okay, I got the voice back. I just had to dig deep in my memory. What a sad story. I feel so bad for him.
doesn't even sound right still. JK, I need to go back. This is why we document through videos.
Farewell. Parker, yes. What a sad story. I feel so bad for him.
It sort of raises more questions than it answers, though. And we still don't even know what Veda and Monty have to do with Alma, if anything.
Yeah, there's still a piece of the puzzle missing. But at least we're making some progress, right? It's just about nighttime, Parker. Do you think Mr. Fisher might be in the observation car by now? He's the last person who may have seen me and Alma together. And there are just too many coincidences. For him not to be connected to all of this somehow. I have a feeling he's hiding something big. Just, what could it be? I don't know. That's what I think. There he is.
There he is, Mr. Fisher.
Alright, here goes nothing. Speak to Fisher. Excuse me, sir?
Yes. Can I help you?
You're Mr. Fisher, correct?
Oh, do you know who I am?
Oh, they still wanted to talk to you earlier. I think they were looking for something.
Let's talk to him. Check Fisher. So this is Fisher. Up close. It looks like Abdos. Up close. He seems kind of frail. He's not gonna talk, is he?
Let's talk to him, Parker.
Okay, well, if you're right next to me, he doesn't want to speak about anything.
I don't remember. I can't help you.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not very talkative, huh? He didn't want to talk to Detective Daltrey either. What is he hiding? Let's ask him about Alma. Maybe that'll get him talking.
Huh. How do you know that name?
Is that the name of the woman it's the name of the looking for? Does it ring a bell?
Oh, I don't know anything. Stop asking me questions. I can't help you.
That touched a nerve.
Mr. Fisher, are you okay?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Ugh, he still won't talk to us.
He seems really nervous.
Should we tell him that we know he's not registered for this train?
Blackmail? Hell yeah. I don't know, Emma.
Let's press him just a little further. I know he's hiding something. He must know something about Alma. He just has to.
I'm nervous about pushing him too far. But Emma's right. We need to know what he knows.
What do you want? Why are you harassing me? I don't know anything about that or anything else. I have nothing to do with that. I'm...
Mr. Fisher, it's okay. We're just trying to...
You leave her out of this. I know nothing, and I will tell you nothing.
Mr. Fisher, calm down. Everything will be okay.
Mr. Fisher, we know you're not registered for this train, and so does the porter. He may already be looking for security. Emma!
Not registered? Is that true, Mr. Fisher?
There's no reason for you There's no reason left for you to hide anything from us. Please, we just want to find Alma.
I won't go back. You can't make me go back.
Dude, he's got a gun. Oh my god, he's got a gun.
He's got a gun. I have a gun. Don't come any closer. Ow.
Oh my god!
Stay back. I'm warning all of you.
Let me think. He's got a gun. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. I can't even move. Yeah, this is actually like pretty scary. Is there anything I can like click in the notes? If we don't do something quick, he might. But what should we do? He looks scared. Do you think we're trying to hurt him? Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. Maybe I can reach with him. Mr. Fisher, you don't have to do this. We're not trying to get you in trouble. We're just looking for someone.
Shut up. You're just trying to trick me.
Okay.
You can't make me go back to Vendreka. You can't. I won't.
Why is he so afraid to go back to Vendreka?
Be quiet. Go away right now or else.
Okay, Emma, come on. It's no use. He's not listening. Is Emma okay?
Mr. Fisher, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, I'm not.
Shut up. You can't fool me. I remember you now. You two were talking to that detective. You're with the police. He's going to take me away. He's going to take me back and then I'll... Yeah, no, I won't let you.
Shit. What are we gonna do?
What should I do? I trust Emma.
Parker, I'm scared.
What should I do? He looks terrified, but why? Mr. Fisher, we're not with the detective. This is just a misunderstanding. You don't have to do this.
I don't have a choice. If I go back to Vendreka, I'll be killed. They'll kill me just like they killed Maxwell.
Did you just say Maxwell? Where have I heard that name? Drop the gun! Detective! It's over, Fisher. Drop it. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot yourself. Please. Okay.
I'm finished.
No bullets.
Mr. Fisher?
Mr. Fisher, I searched your cabin and found your boarding pass. This ticket was stolen, was it not?
Yes.
Just a moment ago, you said if you went back to Vendreka, you'd be killed, like Maxwell. Did you mean Edison Maxwell, the lawyer?
Yes, that's right.
Of course! Maxwell was the lawyer who was found dead yesterday morning. The lawyer that Otto Keller, the victim for the hotel, used to work for. I think you better explain yourself. What are you doing on this train?
Can you ever forgive me for this?
Yes, Mr. Fisher. Of course we can. Of course we forgive you.
I need to explain from the beginning. I came to Vendreka 25 years ago with my wife and my young daughter from my home in Gambrika. Our life in Gambrika was very challenging. So we came to Vendreka in hopes of making a better life for our daughter. We were led to believe that Vendreka would be our promised land, that our troubles would be over when we finally arrived. But that was a lie. We found that opportunities for Gambrican immigrants were few and far between, and we were not welcomed with open arms as we thought we'd be. The truth is, we struggled just as much in Vendreka as we did in Gambrika. It was very hard to make ends meet. And it only got harder when my wife fell ill. I tried my best to be a good father to my daughter. I know I made many mistakes. When she grew older, she met an Englishman who wanted to take her away to London. She begged me to let her go, but I was afraid of losing her. I said some things I shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter. In the end, she left without saying a word. My life hit rock bottom, and that's when I met him. Maxwell. He introduced himself to a proposition. He'd pay me a sizable sum if I spied my employer for him. I'd been working as a gardener for a Vendreka senator for a few years. I don't know why, but Maxwell wanted information on him. I couldn't say no. I needed the money. I could barely support myself as it was. Every Sunday night, I would meet Maxwell in his home and tell him what I found. He would pay me, and I would go. It seemed harmless enough. This went on for a few months, until one day, I received a letter in the mail. It was from my daughter. I hadn't heard from her in over 2 years. I couldn't believe it. She told me that she had just given birth to a daughter. And she named her after her grandmother, my wife. She named her Alma. Suddenly I was overcome with guilt. What have I become? Spying on a politician for a crooked lawyer. I hardly recognized myself. How could I face my daughter? How could I face my granddaughter knowing what I had done? Sunday, I resolved to tell Maxwell that I wouldn't spy for him anymore, but he refused. He threatened me. He said if I stopped, he would use his connections in the government to have me deported. He had me trapped. What could I do? How could I refuse? I had to keep spying for him. But at least now I had a goal. I would save up my money and buy a ticket to London. I would escape. I would find my daughter. I was so close. I only need a few more payments from Maxwell and then I'd be finished. Then I went to his house 2 nights ago and he was dead. I panicked. I ran as fast as I could and then it hit me. Somebody must have found out about the spying. They got to Maxwell first, but I must be next. I had to escape. So I came back to the station and you know what I did. I was being really emotional, but he sounds like very stoic. I thought I'd be found out. When the train left the station, I was sure I was free. I'd soon be in London, reunited with my daughter and her family. Oh, Mr. Fisher.
Where's Alma then? What a story. Where's Alma? The senator you were working for. What was his... The senator we were literally assigned on this trip for. Right?
It was Senator Gordon.
Senator Gordon? Isn't that the Professor Martin's old friend?
Officer, I'm begging you. Please let me stay in London. Don't make me go back to Vendreka. I just want to see my daughter. I just want to meet my granddaughter. I just want to meet Alma.
When we arrive in London, you'll have to come back with me on the first train back to Vendreka. I promise that no harm will come to you when we return home.
I understand.
Oh, detective, can't you let him stay? I know he's broken the law, but...
It isn't up to me. If the rest of you wouldn't mind, I'd like to speak with him alone for a while.
Parker, let's go.
I feel like something's up with Daltrey, okay? I don't like it. I feel like this detective was sent by Senator Gordon. Call me flash forward. Foreshadow. I want to save. Can I use the boombox? I mean, yeah, I'd be speechless too.
I feel so ashamed of myself. I was so sure he knew something about Alma. I thought if we cornered him, we would get him to talk. But it was just a coincidence. Now he won't get to be reunited with his family. Oh, Parker, it's all my fault.
It's all right, Emma. I think we both went a little too far. I feel really bad for Mr. Fisher, but it just seemed like such a good lead.
How could I ever apologize for this?
I don't know what to say. Let's take a step back. We had a lot of information today. We can worry about Mr. Fisher later. She's still waiting for us to find her, remember?
You're right. Just give me a second. Okay, let's review what we learned today. Just like last time, The day got off to a bad start. When I woke up, I discovered that the ring we found yesterday was missing. I searched my cabin for over an hour, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I still feel so stupid for losing it.
It's okay, Emma. We were able to still investigate without it.
Yeah, we still needed to find other people who might have seen me and Alma together, so we went to the lounge car to look for them. We started with those golfers, Dennis and Palmer. Unfortunately, neither of them remembered a thing about me or Alma. They were too busy arguing about putters or whatever. When I brought it up, though, Dennis proposed a couple of theories to explain what might have happened to Alma. Some of them were a little ridiculous, but, well, what did you think of Dennis's theories, Parker?
I don't know. The first one is like I have a gut feeling she's not on the train anymore.
That would explain why it's so hard to find her, but the train hasn't stopped once and it departed. If she's not here anymore, then that means... You're right, though. It would make some sense. About as much sense as she was never on the train in the first place. Anyway, after we finished talking to them,
He was trying to get away from Daltrey. Seemed pretty suspicious.
Fisher left quickly, and Daltrey went back to his investigation. So around this time, we talked to the bartender.
Yep, and that grape made us a deal. We could correctly guess what Monty's former job was. He tell us a bit more about the two of them. Monty and Veda, I mean.
Gosh. After everything that happened tonight, I almost completely forgot about those two. We tried talking to them again, but that didn't go so well.
Yeah, only Monty was around at first, and, well, he's a man of few words.
There was one thing that seemed to resonate with him, though. Do you remember what seemed to catch Monty's attention? Yeah, it was that deck of cards. As soon as we showed it to him, he performed a little card trick for us. It was very charming.
But then Veda came back and kicked us out.
I felt really bad for Monty at the time. He seemed so happy before she came back. Anyway, the card trick was pretty solid clue about what Monty's former job was. But it was finding all of his things in the storage cart that really clinched it. A cage, a weird box, a suit of armor, a guillotine, all props from his act. So, one more time, what kind of job did he have, Parker?
He was a magician?
That's right. Monty used to be a magician. It seems so obvious in hindsight, doesn't it? Once we figured it out, we talked to the bartender, who told us all about Monty's past. Apparently, during one of his shows, he neglected an important safety procedure, and it almost cost him his life. After that, he became a laughingstock, and no venues would book his act anymore. That was sad.
It's just, if Monty's been out of a job for so long, do the two of them really afford a luxury suite on this train? The bartender seemed to think they must be broke. It doesn't make any sense. They just have to be hiding something. We need to get them to talk to us somehow.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Fisher. We asked the train attendant in the observation car about him. She told us how excited he was to see his family in London, and that he had mentioned to her something about a woman named Alma. Hearing that name jogged my memory. The woman we've been looking for told me her name was Alma, I'm sure of it. After that, I was certain Fisher must know something about her, but it turned out it was just a coincidence. That Alma that Fisher was talking about isn't the same Alma. Do you remember who it actually was?
His granddaughter.
Well, that's technically right, but I'm sorry, this is a bit of a trick question. Do you remember it's actually two people?
His wife and his granddaughter.
Exactly. Fisher's daughter recently had a baby, who she named Alma, after the baby's grandmother, Fisher's late wife.
This just seems like unnecessarily convoluted.
Oh, it's just so sad, Parker. How could I be so stupid?
It's okay, Emma. We had other reasons to be suspicious of Fisher, remember?
Yeah, because of what we learned from the porter in the storage car. When we first talked to the porter, He was a bit agitated. He was a bit agitated.
I need to remember how to do her voice right. I don't think I'm doing it right.
I guess the word hasn't got out yet. When we first talked to the porter, he was a bit agitated. Apparently, they have been dealing with a particular problem on these trains lately. What was that problem, Parker?
Stowaways.
Apparently, he's been finding stowaways in the train very often. Recently, when we told him the porter about Mr. Fisher, he confirmed that nobody with that name was registered for this train. So, it seemed pretty likely that Mr. Fisher was actually a stowaway.
At that point, all that was left to do was talk to him ourselves.
Yeah. Mr. Fisher panicked when we confronted him. He pulled out a gun, but Daltrey appeared in the nick of time to de-escalate the situation. And it turned out the gun wasn't loaded anyway. He was just really scared. He was working as a spy for Maxwell, the lawyer whose death Daltrey is investigating. He even discovered Maxwell's body last night, which made him think that someone found out about the spying, and that he may be killed too. So he stole a train ticket in order to escape. He also told us about the circumstances that led up to his point. I can't believe everything Fisher has been through. I didn't know the conditions for Gimbrick immigrants were so bad. I didn't get the impression from Martin at all. You remember, right? Last night, Martin told us that Vendrega had been working to open its borders to Gimbrick refugees, but he didn't tell us they were still struggling.
Yeah, that isn't the only thing that's bothering me.
It's who Fisher was involved with. You caught it too, right? That person that Maxwell was having Mr. Fisher spy on?
Gordon. No. Senator. It's not Senator Gordon, but I'm just gonna put that anyways. Oh, I got it right.
Yeah, it was Senator Gordon. Professor Martin's old friend. After that, Daltrey told Mr. Fisher that he couldn't stay him in London.
Listen, I need to take a break. Just from speaking her voice. I guess that means you'll be arrested. Yeah, that was the most serious I've ever seen Daltrey. It was a little eerie. I don't know why I can't do her voice today. It's like I forgot, but it hasn't even been that long.
Well, I think that's everything.
Like, that's not her voice. Oh, Parker. Oh, Parker, what are we gonna do? What's going on? I don't know. Okay, we only have 1 day left until we reach London. We found much, but still no sign of Alma. I think since it's like only one more day left, I'm gonna, no matter what, release this part as the final part. So I'm not saying I'm gonna like play for as long until I finish it, because I think I have at least an hour and a half more. But definitely it's gonna be one big part. It's been a long day. I think we should get some sleep, but tomorrow we need to find Mr. Fisher again. We still have a very important question to ask him. Oh yeah, with everything that's been going on, I almost forgot why we were looking for him in the first place. He's the only person left who might remember seeing me and Alma together in a lunch car. We still need to find out what Veda and Monty are hiding too. It'll be okay, Emma. We can still get to the bottom of this. What is this music? Turn on the boombox, please. Let's play some tunes. I think I'm going to bed now, Parker. I want to be alone for a bit, if that's okay. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bro, this game's so good. God, I've never seen her like this. I have such a sick feeling in my stomach. Just what is going on here? Exactly, and I told her, I said, ma'am, I think I'm a little bit scared to find out. How many chapters are there? I think it said there were 6 chapters. It's snowing? Wait, no. Whoa, those are not yawns. What time is it? Wow. Oh, it's rain. It's really pouring out there. Huh. It's after 10 a.m. Emma's late again. It's pretty unlike her to let me sleep in. I figured she wanted to start investigating right away. Although, maybe she's not really in the mood. Remember what happened last night. Boombox. I'm not really in the mood to listening up. Maybe later. Bruh, it needs to happen sometime. What a dreary day. Ah, I get it. I know where she is. There's only one person Emma would trust enough for advice when she's feeling down, and that's Mark. I bet I'll find her when I go to his cabin. Good morning! Good morning! Oh, hello, Parker. Good morning.
Oh, hi, Parker.
Bruh, I can't do her voice. What's going on? Hey, guys. I thought I might find you here, Emma. I'm surprised you didn't wake me up hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh, stop making this about you, Parker.
Have a seat, Parker. Em and I were just having a conversation. You two have had quite the adventure these past few days, I've gathered.
Oh? I guess Emma told him what's going on. Obviously, you think they were just gossiping? Talking about the weather?
My, where to begin? Emma told me the two of you have been looking for a woman named Alma, who evidently went missing on the day of her departure. She told me all about your investigation, many places you explored, the people you've spoken to, and she told me about the incident last night with that Fisher gentleman. What a frightening ordeal. I'm glad the two of you are safe. It makes sense to me now. That ring you showed me yesterday, you believe it may belong to this Alma. I wish the two of you could have confided me earlier. Perhaps I could have helped somehow.
I'm sorry, Professor. I already felt terrible about making this Parker's problem. I didn't want to make it yours, too.
Ah, but that's what I'm here for, isn't it? It's my job to help. Not just with your studies, but with anything you might need.
So, what do you make of all this, Professor?
I must confess, it's a lot to process. I'm not quite sure what to think. All of this, on top of that detective investigating some very serious crimes. There's certainly something unusual happening here, but I feel it would be best for all of us to remain level-headed. There must be an explanation, and I'm certain, in time, it will become clear to all of us.
I can always account on Emma giving those silent pauses for me to take a sip of water. Tea. You know what I'm trying to say.
Professor, there was something Fisher said last night that I wanted to ask you about. I told you Fisher was being forced to spy on a Vendregan politician by a lawyer named Maxwell. The man he was spying on wasn't his employer. He said it was Senator Gordon.
Senator Gordon?
Isn't that the name of your friend? The one who invited you to Vendreka for this trip.
Yes, that's right. Huh. Well, the idea that Fisher knew Gordon doesn't necessarily surprise me. As I told you the other night, Senator Gordon worked extensively with Gambrican refugees. If Fisher is a Gambrican, it makes sense that he and Gordon may have crossed paths. However, the idea that Fisher gentleman was spying on Gordon, that is alarming. I can imagine why someone would want to spy on Gordon. However,
He's a senator, bruh.
the thought that his Maxwell character was using a downtrodden man like Mr. Fisher for such a thing, it's just inconsolable! Oh, listen to me, you two. I know that I can't stop you from doing what you want to do, but please, be careful. It would give me tremendous peace of mind to know that you two weren't involving yourself in something particularly dangerous.
I just ask you to be sensible. I don't think I could bear if anything happened to you.
We understand, Professor. We understand, Professor.
Thank you for joining me for breakfast, Emma, and thank you for staying to chat, Parker. I know that things may be uncertain right now, but I do believe we are in good hands. And with that detective on board, I'm sure everything will be sorted out before we arrive in London tonight. Until then, well, just stay cautious. We'll see you both tonight when we disembark.
Don't forget to begin packing your things. We'll be arriving before you know it.
We will, Professor. Hey, Parker, can we go back to your cabin for a bit?
Sure. She knows something's up. I don't trust that man. I don't trust that man. You see how you know you cannot trust him? Because like 1, 2, 3, 4 wrinkles on his face. You know what happens? He sucked the souls out of someone, and he's 100 years old. Okay, that means he killed someone. Yeah, he knows where Alma is. Alma's right under that bed. Alma is in his cabin. I am telling you.
I heard Alma in his room. It was crazy, Parker. Parker. Hey, Parker.
Are you all right, Alma?
I just wanted to apologize. I'm sorry I went to talk to Martin without you. It's just, after last night, I felt so guilty for what I did to Mr. Fisher. It made me start questioning everything I've been doing. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want you to see me like that.
Emma, we are ride or die pals, okay?
You know, when I first realized Alma was missing, I thought about going to Martin for help right away, but the past few years, I've depended on him so much.
You wanted to prove yourself to him too.
Whatever problems I've had with school, stress, work, anything really, he's always been there for me when I needed advice. So this time, I thought I'd find another way. I wouldn't make it his burden. I wouldn't ruin his trip with my problems. I really thought I could get through this without him, but well, I guess I couldn't.
How many times have I said it's okay, Emma? It's okay. Emma, there's nothing wrong with asking someone for help, especially after everything you've been through. If it makes you feel any better, I'm glad you asked me.
Thanks, Parker.
So, where do we go from here?
Martin was very polite, but I can tell he's skeptical. I don't think he really believes me. And I don't know. Maybe he's right. After everything that's happened, I can't help but feel like we might be in over our heads a little bit. Maybe we should just leave everything for Detective Daltrey to sort out.
Coward.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Parker? What should we do?
Huh. Leave it to Daltrey, continue our investigation. I bought the game to continue the investigation, so I'm gonna continue the investigation. I know Martin wants us to stay safe, but I feel like we've come too far to call it quits now. We still have a lead to chase, remember?
Yeah, I know. Mr. Fisher. We still need to ask him if he remembers seeing me and Alma the other day.
If nothing else, I think we should at least see what he has to say. Don't you? Okay.
Okay, you're probably right. I guess it couldn't hurt to check with him, just to be sure. At this point, I'd be surprised if he remembered seeing Alma. But if nothing else, I'd love to apologize to him for last night.
How about we ask the observation car attendant if she knows what happened to him after last night?
Any excuse to see her again, huh?
Yeah, her voice is fun, okay? Oh, give me a break.
It's okay, Parker. I'm just teasing you. I think it's a great idea. And just let me know when you're ready.
Bro, I love this game. Much better thing is that they just need to talk through everything. It's in the past now. I'm not reading all this. Like, it's basically just a recap of what we did. I want to see if she wants to play the boombox now. Dance a little. I'm thinking, like, also the boombox is... like, you put the boombox in and it plays the credits of the game. You know what I'm trying to say? Or it's going to be like a Hotel Dusk situation where a code or, like, a secret is hidden in a cassette tape or something. Yes! Please. 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 Yes! All right, let's have a listen. Just wanted to thank everyone for listening. Wait, hold on, I had to turn this up. Just wanted to thank everyone for listening. I feel so lucky I get to share my musical passions with you all over the airwaves. I'm gonna leave you with another classic by the High Windows from 1972 called You're All That's Left. Always puts me in a chill mood. Is that a reference to Hotel Dusk, Last Window? Or no, not Hotel Dusk, but like Last Window? Take it easy, folks. And remember, the sun will rise tomorrow, no matter how hard that might be to believe. Peace and love. No! No! Bruh. Lot is happening on the train to London. We started out with a murder, and we found a girl who disappeared. Where did she go? We don't know. Me, Parker, and Emma. One ended in. Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. I said me, Parker, and Emma. I don't know what these captions are trying to get me to, like, what crimes. Anyways, we investigated all the passengers. Each had an interesting story. We got golfers, bartenders, attendees, and radioies. I don't know what they're called. See, it messed up my flow, bruh. Like, I waited so long, and then I just had to do the weirdest thing. Ugh. Bro, she's like listening so intently because she knows it's a banger. Okay. It was good, though. I need this OST on CD so I can play it on my own boombox. I don't have a boombox, but I have a PS3. I have a CD player. I have so many CD players, actually. There's the attendant. And wait, it's Mr. Fisher. He's already here. That's so lucky. The atmosphere in this place has totally changed. Man, something must have happened here. Well, he's not wrong. There he is. I wonder what happened with him and Daltrey after we left last night. Huh, even after everything that happened yesterday. She seems as cheery as ever. She must be pretty tough and very forgiving. Fisher's a lucky guy. Mr. Fisher? That's an interesting tie, bud. Oh, hello, you two. I would like to sincerely apologize for my behavior last night. There's no excuse for me to cause such a panic.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. It's all my fault that you can't stay in London.
No. Everything that has happened, I brought it upon myself. I've made many mistakes in my life, but from this day forward, I'm determined to become a man worthy of my granddaughter. I know I'll meet her someday.
Mr. Fisher, we're really sorry to bother you, but would you mind if we asked you some questions?
Not at all. What can I help you with?
Looks like he's doing alright, all things considered. I'm so relieved that he seems to be doing okay. I'm sure he's still heartbroken after not being able to see his family, but... well, let's see what he has to say.
Mr. Fisher, do you remember sitting in the lounge car 2 days ago? It would have been around this time.
That would have been shortly after the train departed. Correct? Yes, I do believe I spent some time in the lounge car. I was so thrilled to have it made it on board. I wanted to explore the train. Of course, eventually I found my way here, which is my preferred spot.
Do you by any chance remember seeing me there? Me and another woman?
Oh, I'm no good with faces, but let me...
What? You know, when you read the line and then you look up and see him looking weirdly at you, like, I don't like that.
I'm very sorry. I just can't remember.
Oh, you can't?
I knew it must seem strange, even that Maxwell was paying me to be observant. I must confess, well, my memory isn't just what it used to be. It's hard for me to commit small details to memory unless I really try, and I'm afraid I don't recall seeing you before last night. I sincerely apologize.
It's okay, Mr. Fisher. Thanks anyway.
Man, I can't believe it. Out of everyone, I really thought he'd be the one who would be able to help us. Is this really it? Do we have nowhere to go from here? Emma's being nice, but she must be pretty disappointed.
I spoke with Detective Daltrey at length last night. I had no idea he was here investigating Maxwell's death. And this was also the first I heard about what happened to poor Otto. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't have any hard feelings. The detective is only doing his job. He was kind enough to allow me to keep my accommodations here, in spite of everything.
Did you know Otto Keller, Mr. Fisher?
Oh, you know about Otto? Seems I was the last to find out. I didn't know him well, but having worked with Maxwell for a while, we did cross paths from time to time. He was Maxwell's housekeeper, in case you weren't aware. He was a very kind man. He was a Gambergan immigrant like myself, so I found him very easy to talk to. Oh, to think he was killed. Maxwell introduced himself to me at a bar. I could tell he was trouble, but the money he was offering was too good to pass up. I have no idea what interest Maxwell had in Senator Gordon. Frankly, I didn't want to know. At first, Maxwell just had me listen to Gordon's conversations and report back what I heard. Later, he got more and more daring and asked me to look through his documents, memorize them, tell me what they said.
You managed to do all that without getting caught?
If I'm being honest, I don't think Senator Gordon ever noticed my presence. He never suspected a thing as far as I'm aware.
But then Otto Keller messed everything up.
Found Maxwell in exactly the same way Daltrey described him, sitting alone at a diner table with a knife in his back.
Wait, hold on. I don't believe Mr. Fisher's innocent. What if this is all just a cover-up, okay? Because you... Hold the phone. Hold the phone. So the beginning, the guy was shot. Oh, yeah. He's covering up everything, bruh.
He's covering up everything!
So, here's my hypotheses. Listen, we're getting close to the end of the game. I feel like this is the most right hypotheses I've had so far, which makes sense. But give me a second, let me explain. This guy, I feel like he has some aspect of truth with what he's telling, okay? But he had a gun, right? He said he came here right after the death of Maxwell, right? And you want to know who was shot at the hotel and fell out the window? Maxwell. Otto Keller was also killed. He knew. He has an alibi. He doesn't have an alibi. He has a gun with no bullets in it, almost like he shot Maxwell and ran out of bullets. Right? He wanted to get away from everything. He wanted to steal all the money Maxwell had. Or it was an altercation between the threats that Maxwell was making, you know? So he's a killer. Fisher is the killer. I couldn't tell you much more. As soon as I realized he was dead, I fled the scene in panic. Bruh, why were you at the scene? Why were you at the scene, bruh? Maxwell, how pitiful. You okay, Emma? Bruh, can we help, please? You're always with me in the same page, Parker. Just put 2 and 2 together. No, I don't want to be in the room with a killer. You're saying you had tea with a woman in the lounge car that morning and their name was Alma. What a coincidence. My wife's name is Alma, and when my daughter wrote to tell me she'd named her newborn after her, I was very moved. But to answer your question, no, I'm afraid I don't remember ever seeing her. I'm very sorry. Can I at least show him the ring? Get the ring. Okay, I mean, I guess I can't move. Do you remember anything else from the lounge car that morning? Anything else? Let me think. Oh, I do remember a rather strange couple coming in at one point. They were hard not to notice, very oddly dressed. The woman made quite a show of her arrival. Yes. Oh, are those their names? I will admit, those 2 struck me as a little odd. I don't think they stayed long, if I recall. Then they saw her, right? The woman went to the bar at one point, and they left shortly after. That tracked what the bartender told us. Huh. You're wondering what else the 2 of us talked about? Well, naturally, the detective wanted to know why I was spying for Maxwell, but more specifically, what it was that Maxwell wanted to know about Senator Gordon. I told the detective everything I knew, anything to help track down whatever killed Otto and Maxwell. You might think I knew Senator Gordon fairly well, having worked as his gardener for years. But now, what little of a relationship we could have called strictly professional, he paid little mind to me, and I paid little mind to him, at least when I wasn't spying on him. Even then, very little of the information Maxwell had me gather made much sense to me. Something about some suspicious foreign connections and payments he received many years ago, too. I beg your pardon, I should be telling you any of this. That would be terribly irresponsible. Of course, like, bruh. I really want to know. I can't tell you much about him. Okay, I guess there's more. Otto Kettler. I would only ever see Otto for minutes at a time. We didn't do much more than make small talk. I remember him telling me how he and his wife wanted to start a family. I could tell he was struggling with the rest of us immigrants, but I always sensed nothing but optimism from him. He truly was a very kind man. Maxwell, how pitiful. I'm afraid I don't know why Otto was at the hotel 3 nights ago. The timing is remarkable. I found Maxwell dead the same night. The detective asked me if I thought Otto might have been Maxwell's killer. Terrible thought. Maxwell wasn't a good man. I assume he had many enemies, but no matter what they may have done, I just can't see Otto as a killer, not unless he truly has a choice. Poor Otto, maybe he rests in peace.
Hey, Parker?
Yeah?
I think we've bothered Mr. Fisher enough.
Don't you think? Yeah, I want to leave this murderer's space. Parker, I think it's maybe a time to move on. Wait.
But Emma, what about Alma?
Parker. Okay, are we just doing reverse voices now?
Parker, I really appreciate everything you've done for me in the past few days. Really. You're a great friend. I really mean that. I just think it's about time I face reality. I'm the only one who remembers Alma, and after 3 days of searching, we've turned up nothing proving she exists. No witnesses, no real evidence, even the ring wasn't anything concrete. Really, all we've done is make things worse. It's hard for me to accept, but I think maybe it was just a dream. I don't know.
Come on, Emma. You can't be serious. I mean, how many times are we going to be like, maybe it wasn't real? Honestly, we need to cut back on those segments a little bit.
I am. It's just, what's more likely, you know? That there's some grand conspiracy going on, where everyone's either deliberately or unknowingly covering up Alma's existence? Or that I overheard Mr. Fisher talking about a person named Alma, then he had a weird dream after drinking some weird tea. It sounds silly when you put it that way, huh? I guess so, but it's all right, Parker. Honestly, it's a relief. Both of us have been distracted by this for long enough. I barely even thought about my term paper. And besides, there really is something funny going on here. I'm sure Detective Daughtry would get to the bottom of it. I think I'm tired of playing detective, you know? I just want to go back to being me.
That's sweet, though. I can't believe this. What's gotten into her? Is she really giving up? I know things aren't looking too good right now, but... Ugh, I wonder if I didn't have a term paper to procrastinate on, would I have believed her? Would I have believed this story at all wasn't coming from Emma? I don't know if I'm ready to give up just yet, but... Okay, if you're sure, then I'm with you.
Thanks, Parker. How about we go back to your cabin and do some brainstorming for our papers? We both have a lot of ground to make up.
Sure, that sounds good. Hold on. Obviously, it was not going to be real. Like, that wasn't going to be the real final finale of the game. I just remembered something. It was something about that odd couple. I knew there was some reason I remembered them. You're saying you remember something about Veda and Monty, Mr. Fisher? Oh, well, yes, I did remember something. It probably isn't anything substantial, just a bit of an odd interaction that struck me as a bit curious. The woman went to the bar while her husband waited in one of the booths. She talked to the bartender for some time. I remember seeing her and the bartender some money, but I don't believe she ever had a drink. She drugged Alma. She never had a drink? No glass of wine or anything? No, certainly not. I watched her the entire time. You must think me to be rather rude, but I assure you I was merely curious. No, that's all right. Well, I'm sure it was nothing. Perhaps the woman ordered a bottle of wine to be delivered to their cabin. Thanks for talking with us. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Fisher. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Goodbye now. Bye-bye. Now you can't let it rest, Tom. Parker, okay, so I just know you told me I want to stop investigating, and I mean really, but both the bartender and Villa told us she had a glass of wine that morning. Mr. Fisher says she didn't have anything. I know Mr. Fisher's memory is a little spotty, but he seems pretty certain about this, and if he's right...
Then that means both Veda and the bartender lied to us.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
I'm not saying this proves anything, but why would they both lie about that? Isn't it strange?
Yeah, it is. And at that point, if Veda never had a glass of wine...
Then why did she give money to the bartender? Ugh, is this really anything? Am I just making a big deal out of nothing?
Emma, I think this might be the break we're looking for.
What do you mean?
Think about it. With everything we know, if Veda never had a drink in the lounge car, then...
You're right.
This doesn't prove anything.
But we need to talk to the bartender right away.
We're back, baby! Okay, yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I love this game. There he is.
Let's not waste any time.
Let's waste some time.
You too, yet again. Huh. It would appear these two golfers are on my curse. But don't worry, I won't ask you to get rid of them from this place again. You look as if you want something from me. Can I interest you in some tea?
Also, what if Veda just wanted some of that secret juice?
No tea. No tea. We wanted to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
More questions, huh? I see it in your eyes. I get the sense that there's something different from last time. Well, I have nothing to hide.
Ask away. Alma!
What about her? What about her?
That afternoon, after we departed, you told me and Emma that 3 people had ordered drinks from you. You said those 3 people were Emma, who got tea, Detective Daltrey, who had a beer, and a woman who ordered a glass of wine. Yes, that is correct. Yes, 3 people ordered drinks.
Your friend, the detective, and a woman. You're asking me about your dream woman again, and now you've given her a name. How creative. Well, I'm sorry. She didn't exist 2 days ago, and she doesn't exist now.
The woman that ordered a glass of wine that morning, that was Veda, right?
We met with her after talking to you. She told us she had a glass of wine from you.
Yes, I do believe it was her. My apologies. It was so long ago. I was having trouble recalling. Anyway, what does it matter? What does it matter if that wretched woman ordered some wine?
This isn't going to be easy. We have some information now.
Okay, Mr. Fisher. Do you remember that old man that was here in the morning we departed?
An old man.
Yeah, you had mentioned to me that he seemed out of place.
Ah,
Oh, my... Excuse me? For some reason, even though my Bose speaker's still on, it's playing the music from my computer. Okay.
yes, him. That was Mr. Fisher. Me and Emma met him yesterday.
No. It's fixed now? Bro, what just happened?
Oh, did you know?
Well, sorry, I gotta turn it down now.
Well, so what? Why should I care?
He told us something kind of strange today. He remembers seeing you talking to Veda that day. He was adamant that you never gave her a drink.
Oh? I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid your elderly friend is mistaken. I served the woman a single glass of wine. That is simply the truth.
If that's the truth, why was Mr. Fisher so certain that you didn't?
How should I know? Perhaps he's going senile.
Don't you call Mr. Fisher senile.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that rude? I didn't mean to sound crass. It's just, well, I heard the poor old fool had an episode in the observation car last night. No, I wouldn't trust his word. He probably doesn't even remember what he had for breakfast this morning. That woman ordered a glass of wine, and I gave it to her. Simple as that.
I don't think we should reveal anything. Yeah. I wonder, maybe there's another way we could prove that Veda never got a drink. She can't drink and take her pills at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna just save really quick. I'm not getting off because this is a good point. Like, I'm interested. Even though we have been recording for an hour and 8 minutes, like, sometimes the time just goes by fast. Where's the wine?
You want to know about the wine we're serving? Sure. What would you like to know?
The price. Okay, the brand, I'm thinking the brand could be like Vendrica, Gambrinka, whatever. The type, why would the type of wine matter? But that also is like, why would the type of wine matter? The price is because of the money, you know?
Oh, are you looking to make a purchase? No. I think our wine's may bit out of your league. That a single bottle could easily cost you a couple $100. A single glass, well, certainly more than you'd be willing to pay. And it'd be irresponsible to me to sell it to such an amateur.
All right, sure, jerk. I didn't want it anyway. More importantly, did you see anything interesting there? I don't know, maybe there's something here. Maybe worth a shot to press him on it. Wine price. Alright, so, if the wine is really so expensive, how could Veda afford it?
I beg your pardon?
I mean, you told us yourself that Veda and Monty are broke. How could you have sold her such an expensive drink?
That's a pretty good question. Well, what can I say? She must have been truly thirsty.
Oh, come on, give me a break. Is that the best you can come up with?
I can't presume to know why that woman would spend so much of what little she has on wine. However, well, you've met her. I don't think it'd be such a stretch to suggest her priorities are perhaps a bit distorted.
That was a good try, Parker, but I don't think it was strong enough. You're right. It's odd for Veda to have spent much money on wine, but we can't prove that she didn't or wouldn't.
Seems like the price isn't the right angle. Maybe there's something else about the wine.
We stock many varying kinds of red wine here. Merlot, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon. We have a wine for any occasion. Not that you'd be able to afford it.
Huh, I wonder, was that important? Something about what them said just off. Let's press him on it. So, you serve various kinds of red wine here.
That's right.
Do you only serve red wine, no white wine or anything?
That is correct. The only kinds of wine we have are available are red wines.
Huh, only red wine.
That's it! You don't serve any white wine here at all. Not even, for example, Chardonnay?
No, we don't serve Chardonnay. So what?
So what? I'll tell you so what.
She said what?
That's right. She specifically told us she ordered white wine, the finest Chardonnay you had.
Oh, that's just rich.
Well, surely you're not going to try to tell us that Veda can't tell the difference between red and white wine. Or that she lied about something so trivial.
No, you're right. This certainly is a contradiction. Oh, whatever will I do? You've discovered my dark secret.
Well, can you explain this one or not?
Okay, you win. I'll tell you the truth. Sure, why not? You're right. I did not sell that woman a glass of wine. I did speak with her, but for reasons I'm not at liberty to say. We agreed that if anyone else asked, we'd say she ordered some. Well, I didn't expect that she'd choose to embellish her story later on. How utterly foolish. Well, there you have it, the truth. Are you satisfied now?
Not quite, no.
Oh,
That's right, because if Veda didn't order a glass of wine, that leaves with another contradiction.
well, I'm all ears. What is this supposed contradiction?
Think about it, Parker. Isn't there something here that contradicts the idea that only 2 drinks were sold?
I don't get it.
I'm waiting. What's the other contradiction?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't know how to prove it. Or, like, suggest it. I didn't mean to click that.
They're registered.
Uh-huh. You told us that this register tracks how many drinks are sold in a day. That afternoon, you said it's read 3.
Ha! Oh, I did say that. Well, perhaps I was mistaken. It must have read 2. One for the girl, one for the detective.
Not so fast. You let me take a look, and I confirmed it said 3.
Ha! Oh, that's right. Silly me.
The register confirms that 3 drinks were sold, and if Veda didn't order one of them, then that leaves 1 drink unaccounted for.
Why, yes. I suppose it does. I'm curious. Let me guess. You have a theory about whom the elusive third drink was sold?
That's right, I do.
Well, please, don't leave me in suspense. Who do you suggest had the third drink?
Tell him, Parker, who had the 3rd drink? It has to be. I mean, they want you to think it's Alma.
Oh, wait, of course, you're Dream Woman. I should have guessed.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
You know, all this time you've been accusing me of covering up the existence of this mysterious women. But not once have you suggested any reason why I would do such a thing.
A reason why?
That's right. What on earth would I have to gain from lying to you? If it were true, all of it would given me so far a few days of badgering from a couple of insolent tourists. But I suppose I must give you some credit. You managed to discover a quite bit more than I expected you to. So, let's hear it. If the person who ordered the drink was your dream woman, why would I have lied to you about it for the past 3 days?
But he's right. We haven't been able to figure out why he's been lying. It's the final piece of the puzzle. Think, what else do we know that might help us pin down the motive?
A motive, huh? Well, there's one piece of information that we haven't used yet. And if you think about it, I think it actually shows a pretty clear motive. Hit him with it, Parker. Let's bring this home.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that.
Well, any theories?
I need to think about all the things we've been told the past few days. Who gave us the last piece of information we need to prove the bartender's motive? Excuse me? The bartender! Cowell killed Cowell. Listen, it's either Fisher or bartender. Fisher told us that there was money. Yeah. Something very unusual. Oh, and what was that? He said that even though she didn't return to a drink, she handed you money. Oh, did he now? That seems odd, doesn't it? Why would Veta hand you money if she wasn't ordering anything to drink? Ha ha ha. I don't know. You tell me. All right, I will. She wanted you to shut up. Veda knew that you saw something. Something she didn't want you or anyone else on this train to see. She knew that Emma saw it too. She paid you to pretend you didn't see it. You agreed, but you need to make sure there was no evidence to implicate either of you in this game. The cash register shows that the 3 drinks had been sold, so in order to hide one of them, you both agreed to pretend that Veda ordered a glass of wine. It probably would have worked too, but if only Veda hadn't gotten a little dramatic with her side of the story. Ha, ha. Veda may have gotten lucky that no other witnesses saw what she was trying to hide, but in the end, it didn't matter. Her story fell apart, and so is yours. Ha ha.
I'm waiting for the punchline. Tell me, what did I see that I shouldn't have?
You saw Alma, the missing women!
Oh, my. You have quite an imagination, don't you? What a story. I'm impressed, really, I am. Chardonnay. Oh, that stupid woman.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's all true, isn't it?
I have to thank you both. You both have given me quite a bit of fun these past few days. In exchange, how about I give you this?
Her train ticket? Oh. Give that back to her, and tell her that I changed my mind. After all, the amount was quite low, and to think I had to negotiate for more after her paltry first offer. Bruh, it is an hour and 18 minutes, and I can't believe time has gone by this fast. It's 10:19. I need to go to bed. Why would you look at the time? Excuse me? I think you do a better hurry up. You're running out of time, you know. I've been wondering for the rest of your trip. Bruh. Don't drink the tea. Emma, and you were gonna give up. Parker, did we just? Yeah, we did, bruh. We just proved that Alma is real. I can't believe this. I don't know what to say. And to think I was just about to give up. You really let him have it, Parker. I've never seen that side of you before. Yeah, maybe I got a little carried away. It was pretty cool though. Oh man. Listen, I'm gonna this is where I'm gonna take my break and come back tomorrow. Definitely coming back tomorrow because I want to play this. But you know, it's late. Yeah, we're gonna figure out what happened to Alma, don't worry. I mean, it's just we don't know what these two are capable of or willing to do. This is the end of chapter 4. So I don't know what I am. One last time, bro. This is like the end of the game. What are we at? We're at 5 hours. Okay. Come back tomorrow. See me, guys. All right, we're back. It is tomorrow, but haven't been having a great day because I wasted my whole morning on Dead by Daylight. That stupid community stream. Okay, wait. It's not stupid because what they were doing was stupid. It's just stupid because they say community stream, but what they really mean is let's talk about the grimoire that you already know about. So, wasted like an hour and a half waiting for that. But I have been playing a new game that just came out, which was Mixtape, and it's been really good so far. But then I was bored of that, and I didn't want to force myself to play it if I didn't want to play it. So I was like, oh, yeah, there's this game that I said I was going to finish today. Let's finish it. If you hear cat toys, it's because both of my cats are in my room. So, yeah. So let's go confront Veda and Monty, yeah.
I will not stand for any more of this badgering, you lonesome pig. My husband and I are respectable, upstanding citizens. We contribute to society. Not that you understand anything.
That was not her voice.
Monty, my husband and I are respectable, upstanding citizens. We contribute to society. Not that you'd understand anything about that. You sad, weak little man. Why don't you run along now?
Perhaps. I don't know what her voice is. Bro, why is she mad? All she did was jump off of my bed and see my cat. I mean, like, it's technically my sister's cat, but, like, she saw my cat on the ground and she got mad. Perhaps you can find another poor, struggling immigrant to harass?
Lord knows you dirty pigs had nothing better to do. I can't even stand to look at your disgusting face for 1 minute longer. Do you understand? Get out, you obnoxious oaf, and mind your own business.
It's Martin. Hello? Oh. Oh my god, he's sad. Detective. Oh. Hello again. What brings you two here? Well, we were just, passing through. What about you? What was going on in there? Oh, you know, I was just investigating. We were doing shady business deals. Maybe. Listen, as much as I'd love to stay and chat, well, quite frankly, I'm running out of time. We'll talk later, okay?
All right. Bye-bye.
Yikes. I guess even seasoned police detectives are no match for the migraine-stricken Veda. Hopefully we'll have better luck. A gulp? How do I do a gulp with, like, voice acting? Did y'all hear that swallow? No, you didn't.
What a bother. Now, darling, I'm not sure why you won't just leave this to me, but if you truly must know, it's ace, king, queen, jack, in that order. Okay? Don't forget.
Huh?
I'm not sure what they're talking about, but let's not get distracted. Don't worry, Parker. We can do this.
She's pretty nervous, too. But we have to step up here for Alma. Deep breaths. Alright, let's go!
Oh, what is it now? Oh, it's you two again. Wonderful. As if this day couldn't get any better. I must say, I am simply in no mood for further confrontations. Can you make this quick? What do you want now?
We're sorry to bother you again. We just had a few questions we forgot to ask you before. If you don't mind, we can bow out of your hair in just a few minutes. Promise.
Fine. But if it's about your silly imaginary women again, you can forget it.
The morning the train departed, you got a glass of wine in the lounge car, right?
Haven't we been over this already? Yes, I had a glass of wine that morning.
A glass of Chardonnay, right?
Yes, that's right. The finest they had, made with grapes straight from the fields of Burgundy.
Oh, it's from Burgundy now. Truly can't help herself, huh? Huh, that's interesting.
What is that supposed to mean?
Let's just talk about the lounge car.
We just got back from the bar. According to the bartender, they don't serve any white wine here, only red wine.
What do you mean he said they only serve red wine?
That's
That's completely a sign. A scene.
Is that how you spell the scene?
You really expect me to believe a story like that?
It's true. We even asked if he had Chardonnay, and he said no.
I don't care what that old creep told you. Maybe he ran out. That's what I ordered. Don't know what else to tell you.
Huh, I guess she's not gonna change her story that easily.
Does the name Alma mean anything to you?
No, I can't say that it does. Monty, does that name ring a bell for you? No, I didn't think so.
Okay, let's talk again about Alma. Let's not.
Oh, you see where this is going? That's the name of your missing woman, isn't it? Didn't I tell you not to waste our time with that nonsense? You commoners really do have no tact at all, do you?
And do you not have any money? And do you not have the ugliest? Like, what is this? I called it ugly, but it is kind of pretty. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie.
I had a glass of Chardonnay. I don't care what the bartender told you. It's true.
Show money. Let's discuss. As expected, Jesus, tough, said Parker. We should approach this differently.
She's not going to tell us about Alma that easily, but if we start somewhere else, maybe we can bluff our way to her admitting what's really going on.
What do you mean?
Well, Veda and Monty think we don't know who they are, but we do. And if we show them we know that, they might start worrying that we know more than we do. We'll gain the upper hand.
That's a great idea.
Keep pushing, Parker. Make him sweat.
I see this is just going to be as tedious as it was the other day, isn't it? If you don't have anything of substance to ask us, I really must ask you to leave.
We weren't finished yet.
Don't interrupt me, child. What else could you have possibly have to ask us? Excuse me? I don't see if that's any of your business. Besides, what does it look like to you? Could a poor person afford this jewelry? Or a luxury suite like this? Yes, Monty and I are obviously quite well off.
Is that really true?
What is that supposed to mean? What is this about the storage car?
We found some weird items in there. The porter told us they belonged to a short man in a funny hat. Was that you, Monty? I said, was that you, Monty? That was a really fun card trick you showed us the other day, Monty.
You did what? Monty.
What do you do for a living that you can afford such luxurious things, Monty?
Don't answer that.
Not that he could anyway, but I'm sorry. I'm just curious is all.
I'm sensing a smug satisfaction coming from you. It is most unbecoming.
Sorry, I don't want to show the money just yet.
Let him have it, Parker.
Okay?
Enough of this. Tell me right now, what do you know? Out with it! I've had enough of these games. Just explain yourself, now.
We heard there was an accident. You're a magician, right, Monty? Around a year ago, there was an accident during a performance. It ruined your career.
Monty.
The accident could have been fatal, so you gained a reputation for being irresponsible with safety.
Be quiet.
You lost your regular bookings, and no other venues wanted anything to do with you.
I I said quiet! I won't listen to you disembarge my husband, you ignorant twerps.
Okay.
Monty is a genius, and he's a consummate professional. That accident was not his fault, and the cowards that shunned him should be ashamed of themselves. How do you know all this anyway?
We asked around. And that's not all we know.
Mr. Fisher.
We have a witness who saw you in the lounge car the morning the train departed.
A witness? Don't make me laugh. We were very thorough.
Oh,
I mean, I don't have to explain myself to like to be you. This is all nonsense.
our witness says he saw you hand money to the bartender, but leave without a drink.
That's preposterous. I already told you. I bought a glass of wine. Ask the bartender, he'll tell you.
Show them money.
What? What is this?
This is the money you gave the bartender to keep his mouth shut. He wanted me to give you a message. I believe it was, I changed my mind.
That no good, lying, lower class, big-eyed brat.
He told us everything, Theta.
He confirmed that you paid him to lie about seeing Alma. We know that you're hiding her. You can't lie to us anymore. It's over, Theta.
You must think you've got us all figured out, don't you? Such arrogance. I don't care what that bartender told you. You don't know a thing about me or Monty. Do you want to know who was responsible for that accident that destroyed Monty's career? Because it wasn't Monty. Senator, it was me. I was his stage manager. It was my responsibility to ensure all safety protocols were followed for my husband's shows. On that day, our performance was running late, so I skipped one of our procedures to get him on stage faster. I assumed it would be fine. It was fine every time before. I was careless. God, I could have killed him. Even though nobody was hurt, that kind of negligence should have been enough to have me arrested, but my husband took all the responsibility for the incident. He claimed he was the one who had demanded we go on stage without following protocol. He refused to let me take the fall. His life was ruined because of me. I have not rested for a single day since it happened. I have spent every waking moment trying to restore my husband's reputation, to no avail. So, when an opportunity finally presented itself, I wasn't going to let it slip by.
An opportunity?
There is nothing you can say that will make me jeopardize the arrangement I've made. And besides, what do you really know about it anyway? What makes you so sure your mystery woman even wants to be found? You haven't thought about that at all, have you? My lord, how self-centered can you be? Listen to me very carefully. You two are meddling in something that is far bigger than you know. Why? Even Monty and I don't know all the details. Forget about it. Everyone will be much better off, yourselves included. Got it?
Tech Daltrey is outside the door, his ear pressed against the door. Okay, I was gonna say, Detective Daltrey is right against the wall, ear pressed against the door, listening to all of this.
Can you just tell me one thing? Is she safe?
I told you, forget about it.
I'm not going to stop until you tell me she's okay. If you don't, I'll...
Oh, cut it out, dear. You'll do what now?
I'll tell the detective everything. He'll listen to us. He'll...
That dopey cop. That's all you can think to do? By all means, tell him. It won't matter because you don't have any evidence to support this ridiculous nonsense.
Evidence? Evidence? That's right, dear. You've told quite a fantastic story.
But as far as the detective is concerned, that's all it is. A story built on shaky testimony. That fact remains, you still don't have any proof whatsoever that a woman named Alma was ever on this train. And you never will, because there is nothing to find.
So what? Even without any evidence, I know Detective Daltrey will believe us. Come on, Parker, let's go find him quick.
That won't be necessary. I have some evidence right here. And guess who is right next to the door? Oh, Jesus, hey, Martin.
I have my hands on a wedding ring. What would I be correct in assuming you two found it in this cabin?
Professor Martin. What are you doing?
Two of you were careless enough to lose her once, and on top of that, you failed to not notice that she dropped her wedding ring in your own cabin. My students have found the ring and have been searching for its owner ever since. They've proven to be quite resourceful, even without it in their possession. Surely by now, you realize there's nothing you can hide from them. Emma, Parker, I'd like you to meet me in my cabin at once. We have much to discuss. I'll be waiting for you there.
Is that, like, safe? I feel like one of them has a gun. He's gonna speak.
Veda,
Monty!
you don't need to lie anymore.
I mean, why do you sound like a ghost?
Monty!
We should go talk to Martin. Yeah, she don't want to. What in the world is going on here? What in the freaking train is going on in this freaking train?
Have a seat, you two.
Professor, what's going on?
Before I say anything, I just wanted you to know how proud I am of the two of you. For you have come this far out of the desire to help a stranger speaks volumes about your character. I truly am lucky to be your teacher. However, whether or not I am still worthy to be your teacher would be for you to decide. I have deceived you both. I know this is unforgivable, but I hope you allow me to explain myself. I know you must have many questions, and I intend to answer them all. All I ask is that you trust me.
You were working with Professor Gordon to kill all these people, I know. Murderer, serial killer!
I trust you, Professor. Please, just tell us what's going on.
I told you that Senator Gordon invited me to Vendreka, which was the genesis of this trip. That is true, as was my desire to turn it into a valuable study experience for some of my brightest students. But Gordon wasn't simply inviting me to here on a holiday. He had a request. It was about the woman you met, Alma. By now, I'm sure you've realized that the truth of Vendreka's relationship to Gambrika is more complex than I initially suggested. It is certainly true that Vendreka has welcomed many Gambrican refugees into this country, but, they do not live well. It pains me to admit it, but my country has done little to integrate its growing Gambrican population in a way that permits them to thrive. There are those in the government that see the influx of Gambrican immigrants as a problem that needs to be solved by forcibly removing them from the country. Regrettably, those forces have tremendous support among the populace. As such, it is trivially easy for Gambrican refugees to be deported, no matter how small the infraction or how dubious the claim. The courts will always rule in favor of deportation and for any Gambric they come to this country and support the tyranny of their home, only to end up right back where they started. It is a dreadful situation.
That is awful.
Yes. The woman named Alma is a Gambrican immigrant. Her husband committed a violent crime and was killed in the process. The police immediately went searching for her, but knowing what was likely to happen if she were found, she went into hiding. This is when Senator Gordon got involved, and when he asked for my help. Alma's not guilty of anything. However, should the police find her, she would certainly be deported. She would be forced to defend herself in that violent place. Senator Gordon, hearing of her plight, quickly devised a plan to get her out of the country and to set her up with a new life in London. He needed my assistance to ensure the plan was a success, and I was more than happily to oblige.
What do Veda and Monty have to do with this?
You may have heard from the porter that stowaways are common on these trains. In truth, many of the Gambrican immigrants looking to escape the same fate as Alma. As such, security has gotten remarkably tight on any ongoing travel. All luggage is very thoroughly inspected, especially oversized items that are placed in the storage cars. It is extremely difficult to smuggle someone out of Vendraka, and yet, sometimes, okay, how do you pronounce this word? It's either fortuitous, yeah, that's it. Sometimes fortuitous opportunities do present themselves. I do not know how Gordon came to— I can't do voices right now, okay? Okay, please listen, I can't do voices. Not in a good mood, I'm not.
I don't know how Gordon came to know that magician.
But it turned out the two of them could help each other. As you certainly know by now, that magician's reputation in this country was ruined by a performance accident. He was looking for a fresh start in a new country, but lacked the funds to facilitate such a move. Senator Gordon was more than happy to pay for all of his arrangements, on one condition. The condition that he hid Alma in one of his pieces of stage equipment, such that he... Without being discovered. It's really quite a novel idea. A magician's stage equipment is designed to look innocuous. That's the word, right? You're using big words all of a sudden. But hides numerous secret compartments and exits. It was not difficult to get all the items past security without any such compartments being opened, and without Alma being discovered. She was in the storage car the entire time! She got out. Yeah. And now she's being smuggled away from her home by strange people. So they were paid by Senator Gordon to smuggle this woman. For a moment, that loneliness was too much to bear. I don't know for certain what her intentions were in coming out of hiding. All I know is that shortly after she met with you, Emma, Veda and Monty found her, and she agreed to return to the storage car to complete the journey as originally intended, and that is where she is right now. Bruh. Oh my god. And those two golfers were right? Did you give it back to her? Did they give it back to her? I am not proud to say this, but I took it from your room while you slept, Emma. It was my intention that you two would not get involved with any of this business, and I meant the determination that ensuring this was worth the breach of your confidence. I see now that that was a mistake, and I regret all that I've done to hide the truth from you. I hope that you can forgive me. Bruh, this is the most traumatizing thing. And now, I must make a request of you. Please, do not investigate any further, and do not tell the detective what I told you just now. The detective, I do not believe he is as trustworthy as it— Yes, I know. He had a secret conversation with Daltrey. Excuse me? He had a secret conversation with Mr. Fisher. I do believe he has an ulterior motive for being here, and I suspect it has something to do with Alma. Much like the courts, the Vendrekan police have little sympathy for Gambrican immigrants. If he were to find Alma, he would not hesitate to bring her back to Vendreka and have her promptly arrested. He has already suggested he would do the same to another immigrant on the board. Yes? That man, Fisher? Yeah. I also have my suspicions about that case he's investigating. The man who was killed at the hotel? Otto Keller? You don't think. Detective Daltrey killed him. Please, Emma, Parker, this is the only way that Alma will successfully complete her journey if we pretend anything is normal. I kinda don't believe you, Martin. I kinda don't believe you. Listen, I wanna stitch together all the clips that I make suspicions about and see if any were right. I wanna make it really dramatic. The detective cannot find her. We cannot allow that to happen. But I don't believe you. I don't believe them that's involved in all of this. I believed he is the one orchestrating it. I hardly even recognize him.
Okay, Professor. I'm sorry. I think I need to go back to my room for a little while.
I understand.
Excuse me.
No, we're going with you. Bruh, we're going with you. Emma, come back. Parker. Yes, Professor? I feel the need to apologize to you personally as well. Why is that? I feel that, as your teacher, I have not given you the attention you deserve. I accepted you for this directed study program at Emma's recommendation. Without it, I likely would not have allowed you to come on this trip. It isn't that I am unimpressed with your writing, but you haven't been my student for long, and it was my opinion that you weren't ready for this assignment. But you have proven yourself. Emma thought differently, and she convinced me, but perhaps that there was a part of me that still felt you weren't ready, and you shouldn't have joined us. I believe I may have neglected your development, but knowing what you have assisted Emma with uncovering these past few days, I am convinced that you're a man of tremendous character and intelligence. She was right. I was wrong. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I suspect that everything I've just told you and Emma will have become much more of a shock to her than you. I have taught Emma for many years. She is a brilliant student, and she most certainly thinks of me as her closest mentor. I have betrayed her trust in a way that I can never undo. No matter how good my intentions, I fear I will never truly regain it. And perhaps I don't deserve it. Please, look after her. Yeah, I will, Professor. I don't trust you, Martin. I don't trust an aging man with this haircut and glasses and a vest. It's just like the stereotype for twist villain. I think I should go. There's something in these notes. I know that I feel like if I click one of these, then it's just not over. It's just not over. No, stop packing. I think that's just about everything packed with you. I didn't think I had that much. Maybe I should have folded some of the clothes. Well, whatever, it's fine. We should have arrived in London in just a few hours. I can't believe it. This trip went faster than I expected. This has been a pretty weird experience. I haven't seen Emma since we left Martin's cabin earlier. I hope she's doing alright. Maybe I should go check on her. Think. I wonder how Emma's doing. No, we're gonna check where? The mirror. I don't need to look in the mirror. I'm sure my hair looks fine. Oh. My luggage is such a mess. How did I let this get so chaotic? It's only been a few days. Are you sure? What's under there? There has to be something here. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go check on Emma. She knows something. Well, your room is white. Beige.
Oh, hi, Parker.
Hey, Emma. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just about finished packing my things. Are you here just to check up on me?
I guess so.
Aw, that's very sweet of you, Parker. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I just wanted to make sure you were alright after, everything.
I appreciate that. It's definitely been a lot, but I'm fine. Really. It feels like this trip went really quickly, doesn't it? I guess that's because neither of us has really had a break since we departed.
Tell me about it. I was planning on using this time to plan my term paper, but I haven't had a single second to think about it.
Oh, Parker, I'm sure you would have found a way to procrastinate on that, even without my help.
Yeah, probably.
How about this? I think Alma is in good hands, right? We shouldn't need to worry about that anymore, so why don't we spend these next few hours relaxing? We can go to the lounge car and get a drink or something. Maybe we could brainstorm ideas for our terms paper together, or talk about literally anything else. What do you say?
That sounds really nice, actually. Yeah, sure, Emma.
Great, let's enjoy ourselves.
There is not... Okay, I didn't realize this was gonna be a big long text. Most of the trip, how on earth has she had time to fill a whole notebook with term paper ideas? Oh my god, look at how neatly folded everything is. She'd have a heart attack if she saw my luggage case. Listen, I don't know why luggage needs to be neatly folded, especially on the way back, if you're just gonna dump it out and put it in the wash when you get home. What is that? Something is not right. It doesn't feel like... I mean, I'm not trying to knack on this game's writing, but something... If this truly is the end, it feels like something's left unanswered. Like, things are too suspicious. My detective instinct is still tingling, guys. I'm serious. Grocery store donuts are better in the winter, and I have a theory about why. In the summer, they get all mushy in storage, but because it's warmer outside. But in the winter, they stay crisp. They taste so much better.
I mean, sure, I believe you. It's just such a ridiculous thing to notice.
Is it? I mean, I guess so. Hey now, what are we laughing about here? Oh, it's Daltrey. Is it something I said? Do I have food in my face? Ha ha ha!
Oh,
Hey, detective! Ugh, I totally killed the mood, didn't I? Damn, I have a habit of that.
oh, no, it's okay. How are you?
How am I? Well, I'm still breathing, and my hair hasn't fallen out yet. So, all in all, can't complain too much. My investigation appears to have been a bit of a bust, though. I'm not looking forward to facing my bosses back home and telling them I got almost nothing. How about you two? Did you end up finding your missing woman?
No. No, we didn't. Turns out I was mistaken.
Oh, is that so? Well, darn. I was hoping at least one of us wouldn't come up short on this trip. What a bummer, right? Seems like something on his mind. You look like you have a question for me. What's up? Oh, no, I didn't have anything. Oh, alright then. I want to I am going to spill the beans, okay? Spill the freaking beans. I need to be careful here. I can't say anything that might tip him on about Alma, but if we don't say anything, we might look pretty suspicious. He's definitely has something on his mind, but how can we ask him about it without looking suspicious? Come on, Emma, help me out here. I'm not sure what to say.
So, I know your investigation didn't end so well, but did you enjoy the trip otherwise, Detective?
Oh, I guess so. It's been a nice ride, but I'll admit it. It's been pretty hard to enjoy it when you're focused on work.
I think I know what you mean. We aren't just here on vacation either. We have a pretty big assignment to worry about, right, Parker?
Ah, yeah, that's right. I guess worrying about class isn't so different from worrying about work. Yeah, it's something like that. Good small talk, Emma.
Honestly, it was fun playing detective for a bit, but the missing woman thing was really just an excuse to procrastinate on our papers. From now on, we're just gonna leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's up with Daltrey? Daltrey's acting a little weird. He seemed to react to the missing woman. Alright, it's risky, but maybe I should just go for it and press him for more info. If he does know something, we might need to warn more. Hey, detective. Something on your mind? It's just... I just feel I need to apologize, is all. I haven't been entirely truthful with you two.
How so?
The truth is, well, it's true that I boarded this train to continue my investigation into the murders of Otto Keller and Edison Maxwell, but... well, to be more specific, I did it because I was looking for someone. Alma is the murderer. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. Oh my god. Alma is running from the police because she killed those people. When you told me about your missing woman the other day, I didn't think much of it at first, but then, well, as likely as it be, in the back of my mind, I kept wondering if we were looking for the same person. It turned out to be nothing, of course, but in hindsight, Even the slightest hunch it might have been something with my case done. Yes. Instead, I let it go. I let you go on investigating. And because I did, you wound up with a gun pointed at you. God, when I think about what might have happened if it were loaded, if it were someone other than Fisher holding it, this trip was certainly a failure for me. But it's not because I didn't find what I was looking for. It's because I allowed you guys to get involved in this serious danger. For that, I am sincerely sorry. I'm not sure what to say.
Detective, if you don't mind me asking, who are you looking for exactly?
Oh? Well, alright. Guess there's no harm in telling you that now. As long as you promise not to do anything with this information, of course.
We promise.
Okay. The person I'm looking for is Otto Keller's wife, Alma Keller.
Alma.
Keller? Yes. As soon as we ID'd Otto, we found that he was married, so he had offers to go to his house and talk to his wife, but she wasn't there. After I found a train fleeing the country for some reason, so I made the impulse decision to get on board and chase that hunch. The boys back home still haven't found her, but, well, neither have I, so it looks like I was wrong. God, what a waste of time, right? Now I'm gonna go home completely empty-handed. I looks like such a dope, won't I? I mean, more so than usual, huh? What about Fisher? Fisher? I mean, you said you were going home empty-handed, but isn't he coming with you? No, Fisher isn't coming with me. When we arrive in London, he's going to stay. You're letting him stay? Listen, everything about this is against my better judgment. And in fact, it might be the most irresponsible thing I've ever done. Which is, saying something. Fisher is guilty of some serious crimes. His spying on a Vendrekan senator could be considered treasonous. Yeah. I talked with him at length. He told me everything. And I know this may sound a bit sentimental, but I believe him. He's just a decent man who got in way over his head, out of desperation. I can't in good faith condemn that man to such a horrible fate. How could I sleep at night, you know? As far as you know, there is no Fisher. Everything I just told you, forget about it, okay? Yeah, sure. You know, you're really a good guy, Detective. Ha, you think so? Well, sure. I may be a good guy, but I'm a pretty lousy cop. Anyway, I'm sorry to have interrupted you two. It's like my ex-wife used to tell me all the time. Nobody likes a third wheel. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna go back to my cabin and get some rest. It's been a long few days, hasn't it? If I don't see you, well, it's been a pleasure. I wish you both the best. Good luck with your lives.
Something's not adding up. Parker, do you think that Professor Martin was telling—
No, I don't. Emma, please, Emma, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I think so. Why wouldn't he? When I left his room yesterday, I took this. The ring? The ring. To my beloved AK, Alma Keller. There was just no way this is a coincidence. Alma is Otto Keller's wife, which is something Martin didn't tell us. I don't think he noticed that I took back the ring. I just wanted to have it, you know? Just in case. Just in case what exactly? Martin doesn't seem to trust Detective Daltrey. Do you, Parker? I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time believing he's up to no good. But it's not like we really know him that well, do we? That's true, but after today, I'm not so sure I know Martin that well either. He almost seems like a completely different person when we talked to him before, didn't he? Yeah, a little bit. Bro, something's going on. Obviously something's going on, but I feel like I'm right about something. I mean, I know I'm right about not trusting it. I think there's only one way for us to know for sure what's really going on, Parker. We have to talk to Alma. Yes, are you sure about this, Emma? I mean, we know she's either in the storage car, but we don't know even where to look, really. And what would happen if someone found her? What would happen if Daltrey found her? For all we know, she could be a suspect in her husband's murder. I know, Parker, but we'll never know if we don't talk to her. This is pretty reckless, Emma, but I think deep down, I know you're right. Okay, let's see if we can find her. We'll talk to her for a few minutes, clear up all of our questions, then get out of there before anyone sees us. It'll be fine. We've gotten away with more dangerous things than this already, haven't we? Yeah, just like you said.
We'll be in and out of no time. Let's go, Parker.
Wanna talk? We're gonna think. Man, I'm nervous. We're gonna save. We're gonna go. She's in that box.
Sure, but unless there's a secret compartment, they surely wouldn't have found it during load-in. No, it doesn't look like there's a
The accident, the safety protocol, right? Or is that it? No. Is she in that box? This box has the door on it. Is she in the suit of armor? She's in the suit of armor. He was misleading us. There's key. Bro, this is the best game ever made. Bro, I can't even read this. I'm just too invested. I wanna figure out what's going on. Y'all can read this. Okay, what would be the numbers? Wait, are you saying you know the code to unlock the door to the cage? I mean, I could give it a shot. Okay, I can't hurt to try. Just tell me the number and I'll try it out. What do you think, Parker? What's the code? I don't know. Am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to know? What's an important... I'm thinking like a day? No. The playing cards, right? It'd be like, but it's... How do I do that? They just did this earlier. I'm gonna rewind the footage. Does this even mean anything? 5? I forgot what the thing was. It's ace? Is it the number of cards? The hearts? The symbols? 7? It's 4. I'm so confused, but I know I'm on the right track. Dude, my phone's at 5%. It's only adding... Ooh, Genius Bowers posted a new video. My phone's only at 5%, which adds to the time constraint. Finally playing Game of the Year, Detective Instinct Part 1, where we saw the cards in Monty and Vada's room. What were the numbers on it? Okay. So I'm seeing right now a bunch of random playing cards. There's a 3 of hearts, an ace of hearts. I'm not figuring out this code. I don't know where to look it up. So let's just say 1, 1. Yeah, it's not gonna work, Emma. I'm sorry. Martin. Nope. Well, do you got any? Monty. Bro, I know it has to do something with the playing cards. The ring? AK. Why would Dennis be a part of this? I don't want to look it up, but I know... Huh, I just thought of something. Do you remember what we overheard Vada telling Monty earlier? Ace, King, Queen, Jack, in that order. What do you think she was talking about? I don't know, maybe playing cards? Ace Queen, could this have anything to do with where they hid Alma? I don't know, it seems like a long shot, but maybe we should review our notes just to be sure. Speak to Alma. Alma, are you there? Alma, it's me, Emma. Do you remember me? I don't think she can hear us, Parker. Is she suffocating? Yeah, because she's suffocating. Is that a lock down there? This definitely belongs to Monty. But there's no way to hide a person in it. I'm not sure I want to hide a prop like this anyway. She's not here. What do I have to use the key on then? Ace can't... I don't know. I'm not seeing any numbers. Like, I'm just looking for numbers. Maybe that's not a good idea. Playing cards. I swear to God. I knew it, okay? I knew it from my heart. I was just too smart. I didn't think the game was gonna tell me, you know, like, what the answer was. Okay, what did you want? Combination lock is such a pain. Since it's 4 digits, I thought maybe ace, king, queen, jack. Ace, king, queen, jack in that order. Do we have any notes about anything like that? Okay, I guess I'm gonna write it down. I moved my... Actually, ace, king, queen, jack. Notes, playing cards. Ace of hearts. Ace of hearts. We found 8 playing cards in a jewelry box in the wealthy couple's cabin. They were as follows: 8 of spades. Spades. Jack of clubs. King of spades. So the spades is 8. So ace of hearts. Hearts is 3. Queen of diamonds. Diamonds 5. And then jack of clubs 2. So it's 3, 8, 5, 2. Yes. 3, 8, 5, 2. Boom, and open because I know the music stopped. I can't believe you got it right. How did you know? Huh, it was nothing special. It was just a simple bit of deduction. Comes quite naturally to me, if I'm being honest. Forget it. I'm sorry I asked. But good job. Now, the cage. Don't get us locked in here, bud. The door locks with a combination, but we could carry that already. So don't worry, Parker. We can't get locked in. That's a relief, but I still feel weird standing in a cage. I don't see anything unusual about the floor. Yeah, me neither. The gaps between the bars just seem too narrow to squeeze through. At least I can't. Maybe you could. No, I don't think so, but it's close. Nothing weird about the bars. I actually can't see anything. Yep, she's alright, and this door can't lock. Can you see anything on the ceiling? No, I don't think so. There's definitely more room up there than it seems like on the outside, though. I wonder if that's true of the floor, too. It's no use, Parker. She's too well hidden. How can that be? It feels like we've been pretty thorough. I guess you need to be well hidden enough for train security not to find her during inspection. Maybe we never really stood a chance. Oh, Alma. Where are you? Are we coming up to our stop? Man, that is loud. Oh, shoot. That scared me so much I dropped the ring. Bro, are you serious? It's right there. What? The key? The floor? She's hidden under the floor? Parker, you don't think she's in the walls? I have to try it. What? Use the ring? No, use the small key, yeah. It unlocked. Emma, help me pull at this. Alma, bruh, we found you. Alma, wake up. Wake up, we gotta go. Alma. That's her. It's really her. Alma. Alma, can you hear me? Alma, it's me, Emma. Please, Alma, wake up. Open your eyes. Oh, my speaker's about to die. Emma. I don't know what. Wait, I guess I gotta do her name now. Oh, Alma. I found you. I finally found you. Emma. No, her name. Alma. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it took so long. I don't know what to say. It's nice to see you again, Alma. It's nice to see you too, Emma. I'm sorry that I missed our lunch. Sorry. How did you find me? We've been looking for you for almost 3 days, ever since Emma told me you went missing. I'm Parker, by the way. Emma's friend. It's nice to meet you, Parker. Emma told me a lot about you. She did? Park and I searched everywhere for you, talked to everyone we could. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. You went through all that. For me, I'm sorry to have put you through so much trouble. It's okay, Alma. We were just happy to see that you're okay. So you know who I am? Well, that's sort of why we had to find you. We've learned about what's going on, but we don't know who to trust or what to believe. We thought the only way we know for sure was be able to hear from you. I can't tell you. You can trust us, Alma. Isn't that I don't trust you. It's that. If I tell you anything, he might. He? I understand, Alma. If you don't want to tell us, it's okay, but nobody knows we're here. We shouldn't be in any danger. We just want to know the truth. Dude, you know, Martin's gonna pull up in any second with a gun. What do you want to know about me? Your name is Alma Keller. Your husband was Otto Keller, a man who was murdered at a hotel 3 days ago. We were told that you're fleeing Vendreka to avoid deportation to your home country, Gambrika. We know that your husband Otto worked as a housekeeper for a lawyer named Maxwell, who was killed in his home the same night Otto was murdered at a hotel. And we know that Maxwell was using another Gambrican immigrant to spy on a Vendrekan senator named Gordon. There's a detective on board who is looking for you. He's currently investigating Otto and Maxwell's murder. We're not sure how all of these things are connected, but that's about everything we know. A few weeks ago, a man came to my husband with an offer. If accepted, he would set Otto and I up with a new life in London and a considerable amount of money. But if he refused, he assured Otto that he would be deported without cause. It was blackmail. He wanted Otto to kill someone. He wanted him to kill that lawyer, Maxwell. That man. That horrible man. Alma, who was he? He never told us his name, but he was Martina, or Fisher. Are we slowing down?
You shouldn't be arriving in London for at least another 2 hours. Something's wrong. Shit, it's going down. It's going down. It's... Excuse me, the lights! What was that? Parker, Alma, are you okay? I'm fine, Emma. Alma, can you hear me? No response. Parker, we have to turn the lights back on. Okay, I'm looking for the light switch. Oh my god, I actually did. Emma, where are you? Emma. Alma's gone. Veda and Monty, bruh. Please, we have to find her quick. Let's get out of here and check the other cars. She can't have gone far. Martin, Veda, Monty, bruh. Bruh. We're locked in. We need all these, like, oh, this game is so good. I love a good, like, plot twist, but a plot twist where you know it's happening. Like that's what makes a good plot twist, but yeah. Do you think the man Alma was talking about was Martin? Yes, because Senator Gordon is friends with Professor Martin. Kill the people who are investigating him, right? No, it's okay, Parker. I know. I know for the both of us. We need to get out of here. Please. Please. Don't say how I... Help! You at the door. Huh? You two again? No, we need to go. Come on. Parker, we need to be careful. If even a little bit of what Martin told, if anyone finds out about Alma, it could be disastrous for her. Let's just see if we can get any more information about what's going on. No, we need to go. Martin's not to be trusted. Martin's using the trust. Dude. We need to go. I can't even, like, I'm not reading this. I mean, I'm reading it, but I'm not going to voice it because I just need to, like, see what happens. We need to go. Oh my god, stop lollygagging. Yes, and somehow in the middle of all this, Alma disappeared. If you excuse me, I have a few more things to check on. We need to go. I'm getting such a terrible feel. Oh, bruh, really? No, we don't. He's the one who took her. Probably. This is not safe. Dude,
I mean, though, I know it's all gonna be okay. Like, if anyone's gonna die, it's probably gonna be Martin or something. But, dude, Daltrey, come with us. I was thinking it in my mind. He's gonna come with us. Jeez, you two look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right? No. Yeah, we're okay. Are you here to see Professor Martin again? Huh? Yeah, your professor came to see me a little while ago and asked if I could meet him in his cabin around this. No, go in there. If he, oh my god. I don't like this. What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Just let's go talk to him. I would stay out of the room. Like, we don't all need to go in there. I trust Grace and Daltrey to tell me what's going on. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, he died! I was joking! I was joking! Bro, I was literally joking. There's a box there too. He's dead. There's a gun in his hand. Did he, or was it planted? I think it was planted. Oh my god, dude, this got so dark. This game was like playing on, is she dead or is she not? And then like murders in the beginning. I thought it was just like, it wasn't gonna be dark though. Firstly, I would like to apologize if you're reading this after having discovered me yourself. My intention is that the detective finds me first, so that I may spare you such a grim sight. However, I recognize that this is not entirely my control, and I'm sincerely sorry if this hasn't played out the way I intended. Dude, he just killed himself. Like, what? In spite of my best efforts, I am certain the two of you will uncover the truth. It is only a matter of time. I am not angry with you, nor am I disappointed with this outcome. To the contrary, I am very proud of you both. But I regret that the truth is to my great shame. For my sins, I have chosen to end my life so that I may no longer bear this burden and face the reality of having them come to light. Bro, what's going on? Please forgive me. Now, I will explain all that is incurred in detail so you may finally put your investigation to rest. It wasn't until we arrived at Vendreka that I was informed of the true reason I was invited. To murder. I need you to murder people. Please? When I first met with Senator Gordon, he informed me that a lawyer named Maxwell has discovered a very dangerous secret. If the secret were publicly revealed, the results would be very undesirable. Maxwell tried to blackmail Senator Gordon with this information, but even if Gordon acquiesced to his demands, it would have been too dangerous to allow him to go on with the knowledge of the secret. The only solution was to have Maxwell killed. Gordon's plan was to bribe Maxwell's Gambrican housekeeper to kill him in his home, and make it look like a robbery. You know that Gambrican immigrant to whom I am referring, Otto Keller. An insurance Gordon who would inform Otto that he and his family would be deported should he not comply. Of course, Gordon could not meet with Otto himself. A man in his position could risk being seen engaging in any such business. So he asked me to do it. I was... Bro, murderer! You freaking serial killer, man! As long as everything went according to plan. I said freaking, by the way. The night before we left Vendreka, after killing Maxwell, he would meet with me in an unoccupied room of our hotel and I would inform him of his next steps. I too would take the train to oversee their journey and to ensure nothing went wrong. But when Otto met with me at a hotel, he had different plans. Otto was overcome with guilt for having killed Maxwell. He told me he had no intention of making the journey to London. He told me that his wife had made the journey out of the country, but he was going to turn himself into the police. He told me what he would say was a robbery. He would say nothing of my involvement or of our arrangement. I sympathized with him and his strong sense of justice. But such a risky plan was simply unacceptable. I told him no. I told him we finish our arrangement exactly as planned. He protested, so I felt I had no choice to find a way to convince him. I told him that if he didn't comply, I'd have his wife deported at once. I told him that she would never see freedom again. He became angry. We began to argue. He then became violent. I didn't want to hurt him, but I panicked as he approached me, and Boom. The fighter shot in his direction and hit the window. Startled, he lost his balance. He fell through the shattered glass. Do you remember what I told you of the Vendrekan Revolution? That I was a university student at the time of which it took place? In truth, I was deeply involved, together with Gordon and our friend Meyer. We were very young and very idealistic. We wanted the best of our country, and we were determined to fight for it. There was a period where it seemed all of our efforts were being thwarted before we even had a chance to act. One of our companions was acting as an informant, and one day Gordon revealed to me he had discovered the traitor's identity. It was Meyer. Oh, my speaker died. He denied everything. Sorry, didn't mean to break the moment. My speaker died, okay? We confronted Meyer with his information. He denied everything. He began to accuse us of being the informants or betraying him. I do not remember much about what happened next. All I know is that Gordon and I left that meeting alive, and Meyer did not. I have lived every moment of my life since this incident trying to... It's back. I left my home country. I refuse to think of it. Forgetting it entirely, until Gordon informed me that the lawyer Maxwell had somehow discovered what he had done. Those who knew Meyer believed he died in an uprising. Gordon and I covered our tracks carefully, but perhaps not carefully enough. Lastly, I'm not hearing sound anymore. My stupid speaker, guys. Lastly, I would like to talk about Alma, the wife of Otto Keller and the woman I so shamefully made a widow. The night Otto died, after you went to sleep, I went to his home myself to meet with Alma. Jesus, what's going on? Hold on, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry this happened, but we must still go through the plan. My sound is now, because it still thinks it's connected to Bluetooth. Okay, it's working now. I mean, you guys probably still heard it, but I wasn't hearing it. Dang diddly. I don't know if I can. I'm afraid you don't have a choice. You must be on the train tomorrow. If you aren't, I don't want you to die too, please. So we kidnapped her. I was determined to make sure that Alma completed her journey with no interference, to at least allow the woman whose life I destroyed an opportunity to find freedom in a new country. I know the detective will read this letter, and to you I humbly request, please let her go. She has done nothing wrong, and deserves the opportunity to rebuild her life free from oppression. I know everything I have told you will come as a great shock. I should have told Gordon that I wouldn't help him. I shouldn't have allowed myself to sink even lower than the name of hiding my past crimes. But I simply must accept that I'm a weak man, whose principles crumble in the face of overwhelming fear. I do not deserve to be a teacher, and I do not deserve such wonderful people as yourselves as my students. Bruh. Parker, I am so sorry I doubted you, and I am certain you will flourish as a scholar of great talent and principle. And Emma. To have been your teacher was one of the greatest pleasures of my career. I know that you have thought very highly of me and greatly valued my guidance. I, too, cherish your time as if you were my own family. The pain I feel and having betrayed your trust is almost too much to bear. If there is a silver lining, it is that I can rest knowing that you will become a woman of greater character than any man, much less myself, could ever be. In the end, I only would have gotten in your way. Bro, I would be bawling right now. I write these words in the hopes that you both may learn from my mistakes. You are young, you live in prosperous times, you have your whole lives ahead of you. You have the opportunity to make something of yourselves in a way that I never could. Please, do not take this for granted. Thank you both for everything. Goodbye. God damn. We still need to worry about Alma, though. Emma. Is she falling to the ground? She's gonna be bawling, right? We have to go save Alma. Alma is currently being captured by Veda and Monty. Right? Thank you for telling me everything. Gordon hired Veda and Monty to kill Alma? How are you holding up? I'm okay. Detective, how is Emma doing? I spoke to her briefly after she came to. She told me she was okay and that she wanted some time alone to think. I can tell she's a pretty tough girl. I know she'll make it through this. But deep down, it's clear she's really hurting. Yeah, obviously. Don't worry, though. I'll keep an eye on her till we arrive. Thank you. You're a good kid. You know that? Trust me, I'm a good judge of your character. I get the feeling that when she's ready for a shoulder to cry on, you'll be there for her. What about Alma? Have you found her yet? No, I've looked all around. But did you look in the engine or the control room? She fled from the train while we were stopped. Ugh. How could Martin have hidden the sound of a gunshot? Not a single person I talked to said they heard anything strange. Oh, you're gonna do the quiz with me now? Jeez. Where do I start? I want you to take me through what happened today, from the beginning. Along the way, I may have some questions, so bear with me. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Sure, the first thing we did today was talk to Mr. Fisher. Hang on, no. Explain everything to Martin. Yeah, Emma wanted his advice. I see. Did you have any suspicions about him at this point? No, not really. Well, who knows? There was just one thing. We knew that Martin was friends with Senator Gordon, and that Gordon was the one who invited Martin to visit Vendreka. That's where the idea for the study trip came in the first place, but when we heard Mr. Fisher was spying on Senator Gordon, we didn't really know what to make of it. If only I'd learned the connection between Martin and Gordon sooner. Before we left, Martin told us to be careful, and that he'd rather not get involved with anything. I suspect at this point he knew it was only a matter of time before he found out his secret. After that, we decided to go find Mr. Fisher. Fisher, you know, why were you interested in the first place? Well, that's because he may have witnessed Emma and Alma together before Alma went missing. Interesting. So, what did he say? Did he see them together? No, he didn't. But he did see something else in the lounge car that morning that raised our suspicions. We saw Veda make a deal with the bartender. Veda, huh? I had a feeling that woman and her husband were up to something. The bartender told us that Veda had gotten a glass of wine, but Fisher remembered it differently. He saw Veda give the bartender money, but leave without a drink. The bartender was very clear that the drink was sold, and his cash register confirmed it, so if Veda wasn't one of them, then, yeah, we were able to catch him in a lie, and prove that Alma must have had a tea with Emma that morning. Huh, so then, that's it. Veda paid him to keep his mouth shut. Yeah, exactly. Actually, we've been suspicious of Veda and Monty from the very beginning, because of the ring we found in their cabin. A ring. Yeah, the engraving on the ring said to my beloved AK. We didn't know what Alma's last name was at the time, but we knew there was a possibility the ring belonged to her. Fascinating. The bartender never fully admitted to anything, but he did give us something that confirmed our suspicions. The money. He gave us the money Veda paid him, and he wanted us to tell her that he changed his mind. Huh. Well, this explains why I saw you two outside of Veda and Monty's cabin earlier. I could have tell immediately that those two were suspicious, but I wasn't able to get anything out of them. Veda didn't pull any punches. It looks like her comments must have really bothered him. So what happened when you confronted them? It took some effort, but we eventually got Veda to admit that she knew something about Alma. She wouldn't tell us anymore, though. We got so close, but she was right about one thing. Even though we knew something was going on, we didn't have any real evidence. But wait, I thought you had Alma's ring. No, we didn't. It had gone missing overnight. Emma had hid it in her room when she went to bed, but didn't when she woke up. We thought we were finished, but then Martin showed up with the missing ring. After that, Emma and I joined him in his cabin, and he told us everything. Almost everything. He told us that he wasn't helping Senator Gordon smuggle Alma out of Vendreka because she was under the threat of deportation. The plan invoked hiding her in a place of Monty's stage equipment in the storage car. Wow, no wonder he couldn't find her. He told us he took a ring so that Emma and I wouldn't get involved, and he even said there was someone else he was suspicious of. You. Yes, it was hard to believe, but he told us that the Vendrekan police were unsympathetic to Gambrigan immigrants, and that if Alma were found, she'd certainly be deported, or worse. I'm ashamed to admit it, but that part is certainly true. That's why I changed my mind about Fisher. I couldn't bring him back to Vendreka, knowing what would happen to him. Yeah, you told us about that when Emma and I saw you in the lounge car earlier this evening. There was one more thing you told us that finally made us suspicious of Martin. It was Alma's last name, her relation to Otto Keller. Martin didn't tell us that Alma was married to the man who was murdered 3 days ago, so we knew there had to be more to the story. That's when we decided that we needed to talk to Alma herself. Only one of us could tell the whole truth. So you went to the storage car to look for her. It wasn't easy, but eventually we found her in the very unlikely place, in the cage. She was underneath the floor of the big cage in a hidden compartment. Unreal. I just can't believe how much you two were able to discover. And to think I was all ready to call it quits. God, what kind of detective am I? I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Please continue. Alma was reluctant to talk at first, but she trusted Emma, so eventually she opened up to us. She told us about a man who blackmailed her husband, Otto, to get him to murder Maxwell. And just as she was about to tell us who it was, the train came to a stop, and the lights went off. When we finally got the lights back on, Alma was gone, and we discovered someone had locked us in. If it wasn't for the porter coming by and unlocking the door, we might have been stuck there for the rest of the trip. Huh, I suppose it was Martin who did all that. Does that mean he's the one who pulled the emergency stop? But why would he... Wait, I think I know why. You do? Yes, to think about it, other than making the train stop, what could he have caused to happen by pulling the brake? Huh. Make an escape. No. I meant for her to take an escape. Alma. To make the train whistle blow! I couldn't figure out why Martin hid the sound of a gunshot over the crowded train, but the whistle must have provided cover. But they were talking like this about it's like no problem, but he literally shot himself. It's horrible. The whistle always sounds like when the train comes by and starts, so by pulling the emergency brake, he could predict exactly when it would blow. All I had to do was wait in his cabin for the train to start moving again. Well, that's a plausible theory, at least, but it still doesn't explain what happened to Alma. Once the porter left, Emma and I decided we needed to confront Martin, and that's when we ran into you outside his door. Thank you. I think I have a good understanding of everything now. Maxwell discovered Gordon's dark secret. As a result, was murdered by Otto, who was subsequently killed by Martin. I guess that just about wraps up my case then. Both murders are accounted for, and both culprits are no longer with us. The only person left to be brought to justice in this whole thing is Senator Gordon. Is something the matter? He's my employer. No, it's nothing. Just something I need to think about. None of this should have happened the way it did. It was my responsibility to solve this case, and I failed. I'm sorry. Detective, what are you going to do now? I don't know. I really don't. But at least I have some time to figure it out. I'm gonna check on Emma. If you can, try to get some rest. Should arrive in London around 10 o'clock. Thank you, Detective. No, we're not done. Bro, you think this is over? What now? The finale. Where's Alma? Parker, hello? Are you listening? Oh, this is college campus. Huh? What? Oh, hi, Emma. You totally zoned out for a minute there. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I think so. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I finished looking over your term paper. I left you a few notes that I'd like you to consider, but it's really wonderful, Parker. I'm very proud of you. This is a dream. Huh? My term paper? Yes, your paper on the hot dog stand outside the hotel. You have asked me to read it just a few hours ago. Are you sure you're feeling okay? Yeah. No, sorry. I mean, thank you. I appreciate you looking over it. I'll check out your feedback a little later. Great. Honestly, I thought you were joking when you told me about it earlier, but you did some really compelling research. I just know Professor Martin's going to be so impressed. Professor Martin? I just can't stop thinking about how great our trip was. I'm so glad I got to do this before I graduated. I'm really going to miss all this. But hey, this isn't really the end, right? Maybe someday, years from now, the three of us can get together and take another trip. But this time, not as teachers and students, but as friends. Wouldn't that be nice? Emma, I'm sorry. Did that sound weird? Guess I'm being so close to graduation is making me kind of sentimental. No, it's just... Oh, Parker, I'm sorry. I have to go. I told Martin I would visit him during his office hours in just a few minutes. I really need to get moving. If you have any questions about your term paper, let me know. I'll see you later, okay? Yeah, okay. Bye. Wait, Emma. Huh? What's up? It's just... I'm really gonna miss you, too. Not even like... Okay, goodbye, Parker. Huh. Huh? I must have nodded off for a bit. I didn't realize how exhausted I was. God. What an embarrassing dream. Looks like we won't be arriving for another 30 minutes or so, huh? I wonder how Emma's holding up. No, not here. I wonder where she went. Well, alright. I have some time. Let's do a quick lap around the train to see if we can find her. Closest place to check first would be the lounge car. Oh, it's everyone. Hey!
Hey, you! Have you heard the news?
I don't want to do voices. I'm sorry. I know it's the end. I'm just really not in the mood. Like, I'm in a great mood because I'm happy to finish this, but to do voices, no. Can you please? Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to all my stupid voices, but I don't want to do them right now. Thank you. Maybe at the very, very end. Have you heard? Somebody on board was murdered. Murder. Can you believe it? Palmer, I don't believe you. I don't think you heard me. No, we must have not have. Maybe you should say it louder. Yes, that will do the trick. Murder! Ahem. All right. No, I heard you the first time. Murder. Yeah, that's very interesting. Huh, you don't believe us, do you? I mean, to be fair, it's not like we have any evidence. Evidence? Who needs evidence when you have a good golfer's intuition? How does that help? Listen, the train didn't come to an emergency stop for no reason. Sure, the attendants have assured us it was no cause for concern. But that only makes us more suspicious. They're clearly trying to cover something up to avoid bad press, and what would be more damning than murder? Sorry, Dennis. It sounds like a pretty big leap to me. Ack, why won't you believe? Let me have any fun. Okay, fine. Well, because our professor just got murdered. By himself. My intuition never fails. Well, he's not wrong about that. I just wish we could have had more time to figure out what that was. Just our luck. So I guess the actual news hasn't gotten out. That's probably for the best. If people knew what happened, it might cause a panic. Oh, Dennis, we need to finish packing. Ack, you're right. Sorry, my good friend, but we must take our leave. I wish you the best from now on until the end of your round. May your lives be flat. And your putts be true. Good luck. Yay! Hi, Mr. Fisher. Oh, hello. It's nice to see you again. How are you feeling? You're looking for your friend? I'm very sorry, but I haven't seen her. If you haven't already, I would ask the bartender. He seems to have a keen sense for what's going on around this train. Everyone on board seems very restless. People are spreading quite sensational rumors. The detective kid did seem somewhat naive, so I wonder if something happened. I must apologize again for my part in everything that transpired these past few days. It's okay, Mr. Fisher. You helped us lead to the truth, and we can't thank you enough for that. That's very kind of you to say. London! When the detective told me that he was going to let me stay in London, I couldn't hold back my tears.
To think, even after everything that has had transpired, he would kind me enough to let me go.
Well, it was overwhelming, to say the least. But after my excitement settled down, I began to think, and I realized something very important. I've been quite selfish, truly, and as much as I want to see my daughter and her family, I believe I still have work to do. I will be... What? That sounds stupid. Didn't Gordon have people killed? You don't need to own that up to him. Like, even if you were spying on him. I believe... No, I know I will see her again. And when I do, it will be as a man worthy of being her father. You know, I think you're already worthy of father, Mr. Fisher. Thank you.
Oh, it's me. Well, you're back. Tell me, how did it go with the magician and his wife? Did you find your dream woman?
You don't want to tell me. It's not that, it's just... No, it's fine. You don't need to tell me. The look on your face says it all. I can tell you what you found what you're looking for. But I sense the result wasn't quite what you'd hoped it would be. Yeah, something like that. Well, such is life. No, I have not seen her. The train is awash in gossip. It appears something dramatic took place after we stopped. That said, most of the passengers have little idea what actually transpired, myself included. Not even my strongest blend could weaken the detective's constitutions enough to make him tell me. Relax, it was a joke. Nevertheless, I have heard some interesting rumors. If you're curious, I'd be happy to divulge. I'm good. Yes. I'm not entirely sure how this rumor started, but many passengers seem to believe a murder took place while we were stopped. Granted, nobody I've talked to has any evidence of this, and I'm seeing the truth is quite dramatic, but that hasn't stopped some of our questionable passengers from pretending to be Hercule Poirot. Pro. I don't know how to say that. Sounds like it's French. Very irritating. He's probably talking about Dennis and Palmer. It's clear the detective is hiding something from us, but, well, none of my business. Very soon, we will arrive in London, and this journey will be behind us. I would suggest that everyone move on from whatever took place here and prepare for their dull, unsensational lives. That's my opinion, anyway. So do I still have to do a term paper even though my professor is dead? I did hear one more thing. One of the porters was complaining about a man and a woman bothering him in the storage car. He described the woman as fearsome. Could it be Veda and Monty? I want to find Emma, but I wonder what they're up to. When I'm done here, I should check it out. Huh? Oh, it's you. I wondered if I might see you before we arrived. Where's your friend? I'm not sure. I'm looking for her. Oh, I see. Yes, Monty, I know, I'm getting to it. Well, when you see her, please tell her that I apologize. And I apologize to you as well. I know I treated you both dreadfully. In my mind, I was only doing everything I could to protect my husband. I involved myself in this scheme for his benefit, but it's only now that I see what a wicked person I have become. So, yes, I'm sorry. How was that, Monty? Aw. Thanks, I appreciate it. You know, I'm really not so bad when you get to know me. Haha. Sure, Veda. I'm sorry, no, we haven't seen her. Yes, we know what happened to your professor. Monty and I spoke with the detective. When he told us what happened, I knew the jig was up. I didn't know I was involving myself with murderers. If I had known, No, I should be honest. I knew they were up to no good. I chose to look the other way. I have done everything for Monty, even if that meant involving herself with dangerous criminals. You understand, don't you? It's only love. Ha ha ha. Well, maybe someday you'll understand. Maybe even someday you'll play your cards right. That said, for you to discover your professor like that and to find out about his crimes in that way, it's all quite awful. I am sincerely sorry to have played any part in it. It's okay, Veda. Em and I will be okay. I hope so. So, if you spoke to the Detective Daltrey, then what's going to happen with you two? Oh, I don't know. The detective didn't arrest us, but I'm sure that's just because he has his hands full at the moment. I don't expect he'll let us off the hook, and I don't intend to be a nuisance for him. Sure, part of me thinks the two of us should just make a break for it once we get to London, but that's the old Veda. No more little plans and schemes. From now on, I'm all about doing the right thing. Whatever makes you happy, darling. Wow, I'm actually kind of touched. Well, I don't think I have anything left to discuss with them. I should get back to looking for Emma. Hey, before you go. There's something I should tell you. What's this about? Can I trust you? What do you mean? What am I about to tell you requires the utmost discretion. You can't tell anyone. Not even the detective. Well, alright. I'll have to know what this is about. Yeah, you can trust me. Good. I have a message for you. From Alma? I wasn't even sure I'd get to deliver it, but since you're here, well, here goes nothing. She'd like to speak with you. She? She's hiding in her cabin. The door is locked, but if you knock around and say who it is, she'll let you in. Wait, does she mean... That's all I can tell you. After all, the new Veda is supposed to have nothing to hide, right? Ha 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 ha. You better hurry, though. You'll be arriving in London pretty soon. Thank you. I'm on my way. Good luck.
Good luck.
Could it really be? Alma? Oh, hey. Just the man I wanted to see. I was on my way to come get you. Detective Daltrey. I wonder what he's up to now. I was just with Em in the observation car. She told me she wanted to talk to you. Oh, that's funny. I've been looking for her. That's just about the only place I haven't checked. But I could up with you then. We'll be arriving soon, so you shouldn't keep her waiting too long. How is she doing? She's okay, but I can tell she has a lot on her mind. I know she's been through a lot, and she has every right to be upset. But even so, I get the sense that something else is bothering her. Call up my detectives. Well, whatever she's thinking, it's none of my business. I'll let you two sort it out. I wonder what's on her mind. Still, no sign of her. I trust Daltrey, but I gave Ada my word I wouldn't say anything. You know, I spoke with him for a pretty long time yesterday. I liked him. He seemed like a decent man, passionate about his work, and proud of his students. I'll admit it, his connection to Vendreka and his presence at the hotel raised my suspicions, but after talking to him, I was sure there was no way a guy like that could hurt anyone. Your professor went through a lot of hardship. This can't excuse his actions, but do you think it's fair to judge someone for how they act in impossible situations? Situations no person should ever have to endure? I just can't help but wonder, what would I have done in this situation? If I felt there was no choice, what would you do? I don't know. Nobody knows. That's the fuck of it all. Yeah, neither do I. What about you, detective? Have you figured out what you're going to do next? Listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. We may know the truth, but bringing any true resolution to this situation is going to be difficult. What started as a murder ended up being a genuine government conspiracy, and I get the sense that Senator Gordon is the time to have made contingency plans for this exact scenario. Even if Martin were alive to confess, bringing Gordon to justice would be very difficult. Without him, well, I promise you, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to light and have Gordon answer for his crimes. But for you and Emma, the story ends when we get to London. If I've learned anything these past few days, it's that I've allowed myself to ignore my country's many problems for far too long. I'm not naive enough to think I could solve them alone, but all I can do is try my best to bring some closure to everything that happened these past few days, and hopefully, if I can, it'll be a step in the right direction. My advice, forget about Vendreka. Go back to your lives, and leave the rest to me. Okay? Okay. I've talked with Daltrey enough. I need to find out. I need to go without Daltrey getting suspicious. Maybe I'll just tell him I'm gonna find Emma now. Well, I better go find Emma. I'm gonna go get going. Oh yeah, you should. I'm sorry to keep waiting for so long. No, I'm okay. There's the detective instinct. Again, you're hiding something from me, aren't you? What? Alma, I told Veda I wouldn't say anything, but... You know, I was really sticking my neck out by telling Fisher I'd let him stay in London. If there were any other stowaways on the board, it'd be really hard for me to get away with letting them walk. But I sympathize with them, in spite of what my job asked me to do, you know. My heart sometimes tells me to do the opposite. So, maybe, if there are any other stowaways still on board, well, maybe it's for the best that I don't know about it. Well, I'm gonna go try and get one last drink before we arrive. I sure hope the bar's still open. I'll catch up with you and Emma once we get to the station. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks, detective. And good luck with everything. Don't sweat it. Alright, so Emma's waiting for me in the observation car. I'll catch up with her as soon as I can, but first I need to talk to Alma. Maybe she's already there. I need to close my window really quick, so I'm sorry, I'm so hot. My cat did get poop particles on my bed. And it's like, I'm washing my sheets and everything, so it's just like the bare mattress. Alma, it's me, Parker. Don't say you killed yourself too. Oh, it's so relaxing in here. Alma, she's okay. Hello, Parker. It's good to see you again. Yeah, same to you. Alma, what happened? And why are you hiding out here in Vader's cabin? I owe you an explanation, but if you don't mind, I would like to explain it to both you and Emma if I could. Do you know where she is? Yeah, I can go fetch her really quick. Do you want to come with me? I don't think I should leave this place with that detective still snooping around. I understand. I don't want you to do anything you're uncomfortable with, but you don't have to worry about Detective Daltrey. He's alright, trust me. It's okay, though. I'll go get her. Wait, hold on, I'll come with you. Are you sure? Yes, I trust you. And if you trust the detective, then I do too. Okay, let's go. There she is, outside on the platform. Oh, Miss Emma. Emma? If I don't do the voices for this last part.
Hi, Parker.
How are you doing?
I'm alright. I just keep going over everything that happened in my head. I don't know what to think or what to feel. It still just doesn't seem real. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Hey, Emma, I brought someone with me. She wants to talk to us.
Huh?
Oh. Dude, I love how this game looks. I love the perimeter backgrounds. Hello again, Emma.
Alma. Oh, Alma.
I'm so... Who's texting me right now? My mom is surprised that when she brushed the dog, hair came off. So.
Oh, Alma. I'm so glad to see you're okay. When we lost you earlier, I thought the worst. I'm sorry to have worried you so much. This whole time, I've been nothing but a burden to you. I feel so guilty. I feel like I owe you both so much. Parker and I just wanted to do the right thing. We wanted to help someone in need, and we wanted to find the truth. You don't owe us anything, Alma. But I think you can help us with one more thing.
Bruh. Please stop texting.
Finding the real truth.
Turning off my phone.
Yes, you deserve that. You deserve to know what happened after I met with you in the storage car. When the lights went out. No, that's not what I meant. What is Emma getting at? I don't... Emma, what is this about? There's something about Mart's story that doesn't make sense. It's just a small thing, but I can't stop thinking about it. Parker, with everything we know, what do you think killed Edison Maxwell?
Maxwell? But we know that already, don't we? It was... Fisher. How do I spell Fisher? I turned off my phone! I know it was, person who killed Maxwell was Martin, but why is no, like, there's not even a photo of Fisher here, bruh. Okay, just listen. If it's not, I mean, if there's a secret ending where it's Fisher, trust me, I would have gotten it. Okay? Because I knew it, but I'm gonna say Otto. No, I didn't. I thought that was like, it was Otto. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Do you mind if I tell you a bit about my husband, Otto? Okay. It was shortly after we married that Otto suggested we flee to Vandreka. But even after we moved, we still struggled to get by. Both of us searched for suitable work to little success. The only jobs we could find were low-paying positions as housekeepers for that dreadful lawyer Maxwell. We would alternate days, and if for some reason one of us was unable to work, the other would go instead. The work was grueling, and Maxwell was a tyrant. Both Otto and I were so worn down. I would often return home late at night and break down in tears. But Otto never complained. He would comfort me, reassure me that someday our situation would improve, that this wouldn't be forever. In spite of everything, he believed in Vendreka. He was
He was truly a good man.
Dude, okay, this is also like Hotel Dusk, where every single character has to get like one final cutscene that like wraps up the entire story.
One night, Otto returned home looking pale. I asked him what was wrong, and he told me that was the night your professor first met with him and instructed him to kill Maxwell. He confessed to me what he'd been told. He was beside himself. He didn't know what to do. He thought we should go to the police, but I feared that they would be unsympathetic. And if I feared the consequences for you, for us if your professor found out. When that night came that Otto was to kill Maxwell, he was supposed to go as normal, but Otto couldn't even get out of bed. He was sick to his stomach. He had decided not to do it. He would never kill a man. He was too good for that. As always, he assured me that everything would be all right. But we both knew this time was different. I was so frightened. And then, Otto, too sick to go to work, asked me. He asked me if I would go for him, as I had done many times before. I went to Maxwell's that night. I don't believe he heard me come in the door, because his attention was elsewhere. As I walked in, I overheard the end of a conversation he was having on the phone. It sounded like he was bragging to one of his colleagues. He posted about Noor, how he was blackmailing a Gambrican immigrant he had working for him. He laughed as he told his friend about how he threatened to have the man deported if he didn't obey. He was exploiting another struggling Gambrican in the same way a professor was exploiting my husband. It made me so angry. I was so afraid. So many thoughts rushing through my mind, and Alma, you're a murderer? Alma, bruh. Alma. Alma! Like, we're for real? I immediately fled and told my husband what I'd done. He just looked at me. He looked at me in a way he had never looked at me before. He got up and dressed immediately. He told me he was going to meet with your professor as originally planned, as if he completed the job. He left. With that was the last time I ever saw him. Didn't know that he planned to turn himself in and take credit for the murder. I suppose this was his way of accepting responsibility for what I'd done. It was only later that I found out he intended to have me travel to London alone. But even before then, I knew. It was in that look he gave me. That moment that I saw his face. I knew he didn't love me anymore. How could he? How could a decent man like Otto love a murderer? I wasn't good enough for him. I let him down. And he let me go. That isn't true. Martin never intended to kill your husband. He said so in his letter. They had an altercation at the hotel, but it wasn't because Otto decided to turn herself in. It was because Martin threatened you. Martin told Otto that you would be deported if he refused to comply with the plan. Otto protested, so Martin panicked and shot at him. I think your husband tried to do the right thing, both for himself and for you. He died trying to protect you, Alma. Parker, I think you have something that belongs to Alma, don't you?
I don't get what just happened. So, like, that's true, though, right? That she killed him?
This is...
We found this in Veda and Monty's cabin. It's your wedding ring, isn't it?
I
took this off after they found me. After I talked to you. I had left in their cabin. I didn't think I should wear it anymore. It's because of this ring that we found you, Alma. We knew it was yours because of the engraving. To my beloved, Alma Keller. Your husband loved you, Alma, until the very end. Oh, Otto.
When the lights went out, the professor immediately grabbed me and took me to his cabin. He spoke with me in some detail about his life, about who he actually was, and who he was to you two. Then he handed me his gun. He had set the scene to look like a suicide, and all I had to do was place the gun in his hand when I was finished. He instructed me to wait for the train to start moving, and to shoot when the whistle blew. Then I was to go to the magician's cabin and hide with them until I finally arrived in London. I suppose this is how he felt. He could make amends for Otto's death, allowing me to take revenge. I took the gun. I stood there, waiting for the train to move. Neither of us said a word. We just stared into each other's eyes for what felt like eternity. He wasn't afraid. He made up his mind. It was pitiful. So I waited, and I waited, until...
It's all right. Alma, you don't have to tell us anymore. I don't blame you. After what he had done to you, I'm sure I've done the same.
Emma, please don't get the wrong idea. I don't blame you for thinking like you do. After all, what I've done is something I'll have to live with for the rest of my life. But I didn't kill you, Professor. After some time had passed, I handed him his gun and I left. 3 nights ago, I nearly lost myself. Grief and guilt clouded my mind. I didn't feel like I had anything left to live for. When I was lying alone in that cage, I ceased to feel anything at all. I may as well have been dead. As soon as the train departed, I escaped from where I was hidden. Came here, to this exact spot. I intended to end my own life. I waited here, trying to work up the courage to do the only thing I thought was left for me. When suddenly you appeared and brought me back. You helped bring my humanity back to me. And I wasn't about to lose it again. For something as horrible as revenge. You're a special girl. a good heart. I sincerely hope, in spite of everything, I sincerely hope your spirit isn't broken. You should arrive in just a few minutes. I'm going to return to the magician's cabin. If you wanted to tell the detective about me, I won't stop you.
Alma. I'm glad we found you. And maybe someday we'll come back to London and find you again. Does that sound good?
I like that. Thank you.
Goodbye.
See you later, Alma. Goodbye. Ah. Emma,
Yeah.
how did you know?
How did you know that Alma killed Maxwell? There was an inconsistency between Martin's description of Maxwell's death and Daltrey's. Think about it, Parker. Do you remember? What was the inconsistency?
Let me think. The time of death, the murder weapon. I want to say the nature of the crime scene.
What was about the crime scene? Where was the discrepancy?
The scene looking like a robbery.
That's right. I see you really were paying attention.
Yep. And that I didn't look that up, please.
According to Daltrey, the scene of the crime was very clean. There was no sign of struggle or any indication of a robbery. But Martin specifically said the plan involved him making the scene look like a robbery. Otto could have made a mistake, but under circumstances, I couldn't shake the feeling there was another explanation. That's when I realized the murder might have been committed by someone who only knew part of the plan, that part that involved killing Maxwell. That left only one person.
Very perceptive, as always.
Parker, do you think that we did the right thing?
What do you mean?
I keep thinking about what would have happened had we not gotten involved in any of this. Right now, we'd just be thinking about how nice of a trip this was, and Martin would still be here. It's not that I wish we hadn't learned the truth. It's just maybe there could have been a better way. If I'd done things differently, or if I just wasn't so obsessed with finding Alma. It's just, how could I not be? How could I just forget about her? She was all alone. Nobody else was looking for her. Nobody else seemed to care about her at all. I couldn't do nothing. If nobody else was going to fight for her, then it had to be me. At least, that's what I thought. Now, I'm not so sure. Should I have just minded my own business and left it alone? I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Hey, Emma, can you tell me something? Why did you want me to come on this trip?
I don't. Why do you ask?
It's just,
first told me about this whole thing, I wasn't too sure about it, but you were really insistent. You kept telling me how good it'd be for my writing, how good a chance to show Martin what I could do. I know you really meant all that, but was that the only reason? No, of course it wasn't. I was nervous about traveling overseas for the first time, and I didn't want to. I mean, I knew I'd be safe with Professor Martin, but I didn't want to go alone. I wanted someone else to share this experience with, and I wanted it to be you. And now look at the mess I got you into. You must think I sound pretty pathetic. You know, Emma, before we met, I really felt kind of lost. These past few years, I thought I figured something out. Or at least, for the first time, I thought I had a goal. I wanted to prove myself to Martin, just like you did. Sometimes in class, you'd answered him so enthusiastically, and he'd give you that sly smile of approval. I just want to roll my eyes. But honestly, I was jealous. I was jealous that Martin thought so highly of you. I just knew I couldn't compare. I wanted what you had, someone who really believed in me, the talent to deserve it. I don't know if it was just because I was jealous or what, but it just seems so dumb now. Emma, you saved someone's life. You saved her life just by being who you are, by doing what you thought was the right thing to do. And on top of that, it's all because of you that the real truth behind multiple crimes finally came to light. I never had any real reason to be jealous, because from that day I met you, I already had someone to look up to. I think you did the right thing. And I'm glad I was here to help you do it. And both Alma and Martin were right about you. You really are a remarkable person, Emma. I'm glad to have you as a tutor and a friend.
Thank you, Parker. And Parker. Don't think that you just, because of all this, you can skip writing that term paper. Martin isn't here anymore, so it's my responsibility to make sure we finish the study program. And I will take no for an answer. I want this to be the best essay you've ever written, okay?
Don't worry. It will be.
Good. I can't wait to read it.
Jesus Christ, what a 10 out of 10 game. Like, literally 10 out of 10. Oh my god, this game was so good. Best, like, $15 I've ever spent. These games change lives, bro. Like, I feel like I'm a different person. Me walking out of the movie, a changed man. Bro, and I'm going to be sending them a Twitter DM, be like, thank you for such an amazing game, 10 out of 10. It was so much fun to play through. Thank you guys for being here with me, even though last video got 9 views. I don't care. It's a spiritual connectedness, you know? I'm joking, but like not joking. It just was, I felt so connected by doing this. Bro, what a game. What a game. Shout out to all these amazing people. Art direction, Picto, Harry, Prism, Shadow the Illustrator? Adam Ferguson, Mark Barbera, George M.U. Ellis, Quack, Eno Swininen. Music composed by Joey Lopes. Musicians Jeff Ball, Andrew Dunn, Anita Prasad, Toshia Namba, Yayoi Toku, Yuki H. Boy of Lentils, Evan Butler, Madhu, Matt the Shadow Monster, Ron Patan, Peachtree Oath, Steve Lee. I mean, like, all those people, I mean, special thanks, but like, man, the end. The freaking end. Ugh. Ugh, 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 ugh. What a freaking game. Harmonica LLC, you did it. You did it. You made a masterpiece. I don't think there's one game in this game that I did not like. Genuinely. Straight banger all the way through. And this was the end of the game. The home screen was the end of the game the whole entire time. Thank you. For such a fun adventure. And I hope my voice acting wasn't too annoying. From Ayuoki to everyone watching, I love you. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Hello, everyone.
We are back playing. Hello. So,
we are playing. So,
who else is excited for Detective Instinct?
we are playing Detective Instinct.
And welcome to Detective Instinct.
Detective Instinct.
Farewell, my beloved.
Farewell, my beloved.
Farewell, my beloved.
Farewell, my beloved.
Yes. So I don't trust that man. I don't trust that man. He sucked the souls out of someone, and he's 100 years old. Okay, that means he killed someone. I'll be waiting for you there. Is that like safe? I feel like one of them has a gun. Alma is the murderer. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. Oh my god. Alma is running from the police because she killed those people. I mean, though, I know it's all gonna be okay. Like, if anyone's gonna die, it's probably gonna be Martin or something. But yeah, I will, Professor. I don't trust you, Martin. I don't trust an aging man with this haircut and glasses and a vest. It's just like the stereotype for twist villain.